Hello? Okay, I'm here. I'm back. I returned. Technically, I just now started the stream, but also technically I was streaming like a couple hours ago. So, this is more like continuing from the previous stream. I haven't changed the title. Oh, it's fine. Now it's time to continue SIGEWINN'S character story quest from where we were a couple hours ago. SIGEWINN has an absurdly heavy daily workload. Perhaps easing the burden slightly by finishing some of it for her would be a good way to thank her. I need to walk all the way to the roof. Why is there not a teleport point closer to her office, huh? Come on. I always have to walk so far just to get to it. Still walking. Still walking. Still walking. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. Oh. I'm here. I also got my tea. I need to pour honey into the tea. There we go. I feel like I'm starting to lose my voice. I don't know if it's because I was streaming 4 hours ago or something. My throat doesn't hurt though. It's just my voice is kind of whispery. I have to put a bit more effort into talking to raise my volume. Or else my voice cuts into a whisper, and then you can't hear me. You can't hear me when I'm whispering unless I get really close to the microphone. So I need to... My voice might occasionally cut out into a whisper. But I will try my best to do voices. Even though Paimon and SIGEWINN shouldn't be too hard for me to do. There we go. Okay, Paimon. We're ready, SIGEWINN. Oh, it's our first mission. I found the perfect job for Yorichi. First, I'd like you to lie down on this bed. Okie dokie. What for? I needed to pretend to be sick. What? Is it that difficult? I thought you did a pretty good job last time. Ah, so you know. I sure did. She was way more interesting than the usual malingering inmates. And you played along very well, Paimon. I observed you two for quite a while after that. Wow, this is awkward. But why do you need us to do it again? No time to explain. My next patient will be here any second. But please, just do as I say. You can, pretend like you got a nasty headache and throw in some dry haven for good measure. Okay. Look. Hey, Doc. It's me. I'm only here because my mom won't stop pestering me about it. Ugh, so annoying. Your mother has enough on her plate with a busy job. The last thing she needs is to worry about you being sick as well. I know. Shouldn't treat the place like a playground. Shouldn't go swimming in the lower levels where we join up with the sea, because it'll give you a cold and distract you from work. I thought I'd be able to have some fun here at the fortress for a few days, but it's always don't do this and don't do that. Alright, sit yourself down and I'll take your temperature. Your fever still hasn't gone down. Well, here's your medicine. One cup for starters, and we'll see if it helps. But Doc, it's so bitter. Do I really have to drink it? I mean, I'll be fine, right? I've got an uncle who caught a cold. His fever went away on its own after a couple days. Can you just write me a note saying I'm on the mend? I just need something to keep my mom off my case. I sure can. You're a very brave boy after all. Huh? Brave? Oh, what makes you say that? Well, if you rely on your own immune system to fix your fever, then you'll have to toughen out like this young lady. Coughing wretch. I'm in there, Yoichi! Are you gonna puke? Someone can get you a paper bag! Once you're tough enough to get through the nausea and dizziness caused by high fever, you'll be right as rain after just a few days rest. And if I'm not tough enough? Hey, wake up! Wake up! But in this way, at least I'll never have to see a doctor again, right? I think I'll take the medicine after all, if that's okay. Of course! Here, it's still warm. Ugh, so bitter. Oh, then. Great job, you two. That kid really does know what's good for him. His mother's a guard here. She's been working back-to-back shifts lately, but unfortunately, his father is away on a business trip right now. She had no choice but to bring her son here for the time being. He was quite happy at first. He seemed to think that the Fortress of Mirabedale would be all fun and games. So, you made us put him on act just to scare a kid into taking his medicine? That's a pretty sneaky trick. Seems like there's a whole side to SIGEWINNE we never knew about. It's a technique I learned from my mother. Or teacher, not mother. Oh, you had a teacher? Oh, was she a medicine doctor too? She was human, but she passed away a long time ago. Oh, sorry. It's fine. I really liked my teachers, so it's always nice when I get to talk about it with other people. She was a traveling doctor. Since she didn't have a clinic, she'd go out and visit her patients wherever they were. Dealing with the badly behaved ones was her specialty. She used to say, if you can scare the little brats into taking their medicine, you won't have to hear them wailing and screeching when their condition gets worse. She's doing old lady pose. She sounds like a pretty strict teacher. Strict? Well, that's not how my teacher saw it. She thought of herself as terrifying to kids. Strange way for a doctor to describe themselves. Now Paimon's curious to know what she looked like. As it happens, I actually have a picture of her. That's not Madame Ping, is it? There's no way that's Madame Ping. Oh! Yeah, okay, that'll terrify the kids. Yep, all the children she treated thought she was a witch. Is she the same witch that you told about in your story? Why does it almost sound like you're envious of her? Oh, because I am. If she was here, all the children would take their medicine without any need for tricks. Oh, a doctor who looks like a witch. It's true, they wouldn't dare to try anything funny with her around. Me, on the other hand, it's hopeless. Children aren't afraid of me at all. That's actually a good thing, you know? Oh, my next patient should be arriving now. Oh, would you mind lending me a hand again? Sure thing, on to the next mission. A dozen or so patients. Oh, SIGEWINNE is finally done with work for the day. Is it nighttime already? Oh, that flew by. You really have a busy job, SIGEWINNE. Thanks to you two, it was much easier today. Glad we could help. Should we get some rest? It's getting pretty late. Oh, there is one last thing. I have to keep it confidential, so I usually leave it till after everyone's clocked out. Confidential? Are you sure you can tell us? It's fine. You're not living here anymore, so it's okay if you know. All it is I have to prepare some ingredients to make healthy meals of it. Wait, you mean those healthy meals? Those that magically appear on the third day? My patients refuse to eat any healthy meals I prepared in front of them, so I have to prep the ingredients in secret, then let the chef at the coupon cafeteria handle the rest. Considering even the chef's version makes people uneasy, it really makes you wonder what's in it. You wanna find out? I can teach you how to make it. That way, if you ever suffer from exhaustion on your future travels, you can prepare a healthy meal for yourself. It's really good for you, you know? Sure. I guess we can help out one more time. The ingredients are ready. Now put them on the table and add them in the order I tell you. First, we add the special slime condensate. Stir thoroughly, then pour it in. See that? It adds elasticity. Looks just like tasty jelly, doesn't it? Yeah, it really does. Until you remember it's slime condensate. Next up, xenochromatic crystals. You wanna crush them into a fine powder like powdered sugar. Wait, are those from Fun Temeraderans? I'm sure they're edible. Finally, we'll need some high-protein meat. Frogs are an excellent choice. You just need to clean their innards, and then you whip with some lovely tender meat. Oh, frogs. Huh. And we're done. All that's left now is to pack them in lunch boxes and hand them to Wolsey. Yesterday in the production zone, I noticed an inmate has been working for 2 days straight. That means it's a healthy meal for him tomorrow. Sigewinne really does have the inmate's best interests at heart. She's trying her best. Now we can teleport... not there. Here. No. Bubble. Guess I want to open something on the side. Hold on. Just a second. There we go. Got it.
Head nurse. Got some extras for me?
Just the one today. The serial number's on the lid.
Sounds good. I'll make sure it gets delivered.
Sounds like they're talking in code. Thanks for your help.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. I only wish I could do more. You work so hard for all our sakes. I'd happily lose a little sleep if it meant helping you out.
That won't do. If you reduce your sleeping hours any further, your health will start to suffer.
Alright. Nurse's orders. I'll do as I'm told. But you take care of yourself too.
Oh, I'm done with work for today. Thanks for helping out, you two. Seems like the guards and staff have a lot of respect for you, Sigewinne. It's just one day of helping you with the work. It feels like we've done a lot for the Lorches.
Head nurse, please wait. I'm sorry to disturb you this late at night, but I think you'll agree with this is urgent.
Okay, just relax and catch your breath. Oh, what's the matter?
The guard at the observation ward, Odilon. He told me to pass on the message to you. One of the inmates there, the guy suffering from possible hallucinations, well, he seems to have made a sudden recovery, and now he wants to apply for permission to leave the ward.
Already? You're right to tell me. I'll have to examine him and make sure he's well before we discharge him. Looks like we got one job as medical assistants left. We'll come with you. Observation ward. Where? Up here? I think. Probably. There's too many layers to the fortress, I don't know where the teleporters are. Oh, but jump scare. Hello.
Head nurse, you're finally here. I'm so sorry for the trouble I've caused you, but I believe I've now made a full recovery. After giving it some thought, I'm sure that I was probably just seeing things. Stress-related, I imagine. I had been working for long hours, so I definitely wasn't in the best state of mind.
I totally understand. Still, I have to give an examination before I can discharge you, okay? So take a deep breath and don't be nervous. It'll be the exact same procedure as we did this morning. Well, you can start whenever you're ready.
Again? So sorry, I was in such a state this morning. I barely recall anything. Would you mind taking me through it again?
I don't know. It's a lot to remember. But first up, we have a little cognitive test. Just concentrate and you'll be fine. To start with, which finger am I holding up?
Your pinky?
Under Sigmund's guidance, Eric quickly completes the full series of tests. Alright, all indicators seem normal. So it was a stress-induced hallucination after all. Well, we've certainly had previous cases of mental illness caused by overwork, which is why I carefully observe everyone in the production zone. I wonder how I managed to miss the signs this time.
Please, head nurse, you shouldn't blame yourself. I'm just still adapting, that's all. Pushing myself too hard, and I guess I couldn't take it. Thanks for looking after me. I'll be good as new after a good night's sleep, and if you can give me the okay, I know I'll sleep better back in my good old dorm.
It can be difficult to relax in an unfamiliar environment. Alright then, you can leave the ward. I suggest you take 2 days off to focus on your recovery. I'll take you off the observation list for now, so you're officially discharged.
Great. I can't thank you enough, head nurse.
Mr. Odilon, could you escort him back?
Of course. I'm on guard duty in the administrative area tonight, so nothing will go wrong. You have my word.
Yes, you're finally done for the day now, huh? Yep. But I still haven't gotten around to making that improved lotion for you yet. No rush. Seriously, it's super late now. You should go get some rest too. Tomorrow it is then. Good night, Yorichi. Good night, Paimon. Hope you sleep well. Oh, don't you worry, we will. After productive day at work, we're both gonna sleep like a log. Good night, Sigewinne. Yeah, same time, Sigewinne. See you tomorrow. Ta-da! Switcheroo, wait until the morning the next day. Oh. Bubble drop scare. This morning or tomorrow morning? Probably tomorrow morning. Usually have to skip ahead at least 24 hours for it to work. Oh no, it works. Paimon really did sleep like a log. Let's go find Sigewinne. It's so far away. How many times have we walked through this hallway now? Oh hey, Ryota is here. Oh, how's is the infirmary even busier than yesterday? Good morning, Yuji. Paimon. I have a few people here for checkups, so you might need to wait for a while. No problem. Anything you can do to help? There's a bit of a complicated situation here. I'm still getting to the bottom of it myself.
You have to believe me. I'm telling the truth. You're in a medical facility. Keep it down. Please listen to me. I'm not Gascon. I'm Hulis. Hulis?
Wait. Is the lotion making people look like completely different people? So people are accidentally becoming doppelgangers? You're a horrible liar, you know that? We get all your mugshots with the arrest warrants. It's clear as day that you're Gascon.
You mean because of the way I look? I don't know what happened. I just woke up like this. Then you guys dragged me in here for an interrogation. I brought you here to figure out what's going on. If you truly are the victim of an injustice, yelling isn't going to achieve anything. At most, it'll delay your vindication. Alright, I get it.
This is nuts. Yesterday's interrogations went fine, and now this? Morning, Your Grace. What's going on?
Remember the case I mentioned yesterday? The one brought to me by the Marchase Phantom? Well, we've been questioning the inmates involved this morning. Every single one of them is claiming mistaken identity.
Huh? That's even weirder than what that guy was saying yesterday.
The thing is, none of them have been able to provide any evidence whatsoever to support their claims. Questioning them further got us nowhere, so for now, we've brought them to the infirmary.
And we thought yesterday it was as big as a god for Sigewinne. We've compiled their statements. Have a look. Perhaps there's something we missed. Criminals' testimonies. Button. Who's this Button? I'm a Honori. Honor? I had applied to go out and see a doctor, but when I woke up, I was in another cell. Unbelievable. Gascon. I'm not Gascon, I'm Holiness. Today should have been the final day of my sentence, so I should have gone free. What gives? Henry? I'm Eric. Why does stuff like this always happen to me? Now there's no way my release papers are getting squared away today. And Lazare, my name is Odalon. I'm a guard. I think I was attacked. This isn't me at all. Water. Wait.
Release? Interesting. The inmates they spoke of in their statements appear to all be due for release today.
I noticed that too. If that's their plan, they're underestimating us a little. Every serious offender claims there's someone else who just so happens to be due for release today, and they're expecting us to go along with that?
All the more reason to be cautious. Lambersart, check the release list for today and make sure no one gets processed. We're gonna need an excuse, though. Just say we're out of forms and that we're furiously printing more as we speak. I'm on it. It's conceivable that our group of serious offenders somehow found a way to switch places with inmates who are about to be released, so they can walk out right under our noses.
We did consider that possibility, but I mean, just look at them. They match the warrants, period. How can there have been a switch?
Only if they're dead ringers for the inmates due for release, I suppose. I gave you that name list yesterday to assist in your investigation. Did that help?
Yes, the inmates' mugshots were attached to the list. The first thing I did was check for lookalikes, and I didn't find any. The only other thing that stands out to me is that their voices sound a little different today, but that's not exactly hard to put on a fake voice. Oh, believe me.
I would know. Oh, really? What does our head nurse make of all this?
Give me a moment. I think I have a way to confirm whether there's been a switch. I know it's not time to change your dressing yet, but please bear with me. Huh? Isn't that the guy from yesterday? This should be Honor. He has very severe facial ulcers, which require an operation in the hospital of the Court of Fontaine. I authorized him to leave the fortress for medical treatment unguarded escort.
Yes, like I told you, I'm not Patan, I'm Honor.
So there has been a swap. Well, I can see what happened in Patan's case, but I explained the other inmates. And you're not telling me they're soul switch bodies, are you? No, I believe it was their faces that got switched. The method is to appear like replacement tooth. Take a bad tooth out, put a false one in. And actually, I think I could prove it to you. Yoriji, Paimon, do you remember Eric from the other day? Yeah, I sure do. Then you can meet my witnesses. To start with, please fetch the inmate who claims to be Eric. Which one was that? I don't remember. Colonel's testimony. Henry. You. So you're Eric?
Yes, head nurse, it's me. You do believe me, right?
I need to do another examination on you. Same procedure as yesterday.
Alright. It's the connection test first, right? So I need to concentrate.
Now try to recall if you can. The last time we did this test, which finger did I hold up?
I believe it was your index finger.
That was the first time, not the second time. The last time was the pinky. Huh? But that means... it wasn't the same person.
Huh?
So basically, last night, the Eric who said he saw another him suddenly recovered and applied to leave the observation ward. SIGEWINNE did another test before letting him leave, but that time she held up her pinky finger.
Huh? I don't know about any tests last night. There was nothing to do in the observation ward, so I went straight to bed. Then I somehow woke up in a high-security cell. Well, in that case, there's a reasonable explanation for the strange events of the past 2 days.
So, what exactly happened?
The gang of serious offenders wanted to break out of prison, so they identified a group of scapegoats, namely inmates whose terms were almost up, and planned to switch appearances with them. Last night, when Odilon was on duty, they ambushed him and had one of their group switch appearances with him using their face-swapping method. That allowed them to avoid scrutiny from the other guards. Then, once all the other inmates were asleep, Odilon spent his night shift carrying out the remainder of their switcheroo plan. However, they made one mistake. Henry changed his appearance to match Eric's earlier than he should have done, and ended up being spotted by the real Eric. Real Eric came to the guards for help, but we didn't know then what we know now, so we put it down to hallucination and sent him to the observation ward. However, since one of the gang members was posing as a guard, they simply changed real Eric's appearance and had their Eric take his place, muddying the waters even further.
Right, because I put Eric on the observation list by then, and no inmates on that list can be processed for departure until I discharged them.
Hence why the imposters had to pull that little stunt, to get fake Eric off the list.
Yeah, it all makes sense now. Then do crack the case. Well, I can't fault the reasoning, but I'm afraid that we ruled out the possibility of face switching very early on in this process. Criminals altering their facial appearance to commit crimes is nothing new. In fact, one of the explicit duties of the Malazines in the Marshal Say Phantom is to identify criminals in disguise. We carefully examined all the suspects, and there's no evidence that any means of disguise were used in this case. Huh? Well then, how do we explain all of this? So far, it seems more likely that the game stole documentation belonging to the inmates due for release, and they're using that to commit identity fraud. Actually, there is a potion that can completely change someone's appearance. If they used that, even a Malazine wouldn't be able to detect it. A shape-shifting potion, huh? Forgive me, Headers, but this is the first time I'm hearing about it. If such a potion truly existed, it would jeopardize our entire investigative process of the Marshal Phantom. Are you certain of this? Yes, I am. But please trust me in my professional opinion as an experienced clinician.
At the same time, without any solid evidence, it's pure speculation. If we can round up all the inmates suspected of switching places, then have a little talk with both sides, we might just get our answer. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Well, it was our negligence that meant we had to come to... What? It was our negligence that meant we had to come and conduct those post-internment interrogations. And I know it's putting you out. I will do it your way.
Your Grace, bad news! I paused the releases like you asked, but we were too late. A bunch of people already got processed 2 hours ago. I checked the list, and sure enough, it's all the people who gave statements. 2 hours ago. And that's before today's interrogations began. They had this all planned out.
So there really was a switch after all? Ugh. They really pulled the wool over our eyes on this one. We should be able to catch up with them if we leave now, right? None of that potion is real. They can just switch faces after leaving their fortress. And if the Marshal says Millazines can't even spot them, we wouldn't know where to start searching. Yikes. So, we're at a complete dead end? Well, technically, there is one more lead we could follow up on. We were only able to arrest this gang thanks to the help of a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. I believe his name is Rawat. Oh. Rawat? Isn't that the handsome guy who made it the skincare promotion? Handsome? Maybe from a human point of view. I just remember that he specialized in potions. One of the crimes this gang is charged with is the manufacture and sale of illicit drugs. According to Mr. Rawat, they appear to have stolen technology he developed through his research and used it in their operation. At first, he thought it was a typical case of intellectual property infringement, and he tried to negotiate with them. But once he discovered their criminal operation, he reported them to the authorities. Thanks to his report, we were able to swoop in and arrest them all in one go. What a hero! I admit that took courage on his part.
No doubt. This is worth following up on. As the one who snitched on them, it's highly likely that Rawat will be targeted by the escapees. That aside, since he's negotiated with them in person before, there's a chance he'll have some additional information for us.
Understood, Your Grace. My team and I will head to the Fontaine Research Institute right away. In the meantime, please keep an eye on these face switch victims for us.
Of course.
Miss Morgan, I'd like to come along and help you catch these criminals. Why is that? Well, I'm the one who discharged the fake Eric last night, so I feel partly responsible. Don't say that, head nurse. Your focus was on the inmate's health, and rightly so. I can't ask you to help with arresting criminals. That's our duty. I also have a more personal reason. Patan is a patient of mine, and if I don't get a new batch of medicine to him in time, his condition will get much worse. Look, head nurse, I completely understand where you're coming from, but arresting criminals is dangerous business. If anything happened to you, none of us could afford to take on the responsibility. Oh hi, welcome back. Planning to start streaming again, you muffin? 38 minutes ago. Don't worry, I can defend myself just fine. You say that, but still...
If I may, Miss Morgan, SIGEWINNE'S is the one who raised the potion hypothesis, and I'm sure she has far more expertise on the topic than your team. My suggestion will be to bring her with you. And if you really are worried for her safety, then...
I'll go with... Hi. Paimon and I are coming along anyway.
Ah, there you go, right on cue. I know I could count on you.
Okay. Well, since this plan has the Nook's blessing, far made for me to refuse. We should head off immediately. Time is of the essence. Sigewinne is going on an adventure. All the way over here. Hello. Right in front of the teleport waypoint. Greetings. Sorry to impose, but I'm afraid we're here on urgent business, and we're gonna need you to cooperate.
The Marshal say Phantom? Let me guess. You're investigating some more legal research?
Not this time, no. We're looking for a researcher. Do you know where we might find Mr. Robot?
Robot? Oh yeah, Mr. Handsome, right? He actually doesn't work on site here very often. There's a handful of researchers in the nearby area who know him pretty well, though you could see what they know.
Just a handful. Paimon figured he'd be the most popular guy around.
Well, I guess you could say he's popular, at least on a superficial level. He's blessed with good looks, so he tends to make good first impressions on people. But in all his time here at the Fontaine Research Institute, I don't think he's ever had a single deep conversation about his research with his peers. That's no way to make real friends around here.
That's so weird. He definitely didn't come across like a recluse at the plaque promotion. I don't find that weird at all. He definitely didn't strike me as the kind of guy who's good at making friends. Really? But Paimon couldn't tell. Must be a mousing perception thing. Okay, we should talk with his acquaintances, but we also need to check the Research Institute for any clues. Let's split up. It'll save us more time. Sure thing! I'll go ask around among the other researchers at the SIGEWINNE'S. Paimon's suddenly kinda curious to know what everyone really thinks of him. Oh boy, talk to 3 NPCs. My favorite part of characters and story quests. By the way, when you play a real man's game like Cooking Mama... Of course, a real man's game. I was now to play a real man's game. I'll be playing Roblox right. I'll be playing Roblox dress up party right now. I'll be playing Roblox Hello Kitty Cafe. Must resist not redeem a kiss. Oh, speaking of resisting, well, it's not here, but, there it is. I got SIGEWINNE'S constellation. I couldn't help it. I was already at 60-something pity. I had like a whole bunch of these currencies that could convert into more pulls. So now SIGEWINNE is my #1 most overpowered character. I also gotta tell the old lady I spent my fragile resin just before starting the stream. Still don't have these though. You play Roblox? I used to, and I still kind of do every now and then. Not very often though. I was like, you're going to say speaking of kisses. Speaking of kisses, and what about kisses? Oh, nice. Oh, now I need to clean this. I guess I can go now. Before I forget. Hello. Then, boop. Basically, I was going around to the XP ley lines, wherever they're at. I went around to like 5 XP ley lines, and I tried using SIGEWINNE and Furina together, and I realized, oh my god, Furina's actually dealing massive damage right now, and SIGEWINNE doesn't even have her signature weapon equipped. How is this possible? So after doing that and realizing how overpowered Furina is, I'm like, okay, well, if I have Sigewinne in Farina, especially Sigewinne's constellation, ideally she would have her second constellation for more Hido damage, but I think her first constellation also increases her own damage and her convalescence damage buffs for Farina. So at this point, once I have Sigewinne leveled up and her signature weapon leveled up and talents a little bit higher, I'm pretty sure she and Farina should be able to carry me in the mist. At least in half of the floors. And then the other half, Nahida and Dory should be able to spam spread. Just put Nahida and Yao Yao together for the Dendro Elemental Resonance. And then Dory to aggravate. Spam Nahida to spread. After that point, I don't know how I can mix and match everybody else. Probably have Klee with Freenon, Sigewinne for vaporizing. Then I'll need Diona. Actually, I don't know who would need more healing. Sigewinne is healing. I don't know what I'll do with the last two characters. I guess I have Hu Tao. Although, I think her artifacts are still not... Yeah, she's still missing one artifact. I just realized Nahida's barefoot. Yeah, she always is. All the time. Always. I assume it's some kind of Dendro Archon thing. And I think she also has completely unique sound effects whenever she steps. I don't think any other character sounds the way that she does when she steps on most different kinds of surfaces. You can hear everybody has different variations of shoes or boot sound effects. Nahida just has little taps. Little tip taps. It's also probably because her attack animation is stepping on little platform. She does little step attacks. Tiny hops. The artist was on something when you... Yeah, probably. But I mean, it went through. Now she's here. Why did you put everything like that? Every week then the one who gets filmed is immortal. Exactly, that's the whole point. That's the point. It had to be done. I wish you would step on me, Amulet. Of course you would. Hello, Audrey. Excuse us, are you Audrey? That's me. What is it? Are you close friends with Rowlight? We're trying to find out where he is. Close friends? You mean, because I told him I had feelings for him once? I doubt I'm the first or last at the Institute to make that mistake. Why would you single me out as a close friend? I should have known, really. Men like him, they just enjoy being surrounded by fawning women. They're not interested in a serious relationship. Oh, okay. We were just kind of wondering if you might know where we can find him. Why would I know where he's at? I barely know him, and he probably doesn't even remember me. This is getting annoying. Should we go ask someone else? If you left out, I don't mind you stepping on me too. In fact, I welcome it. No. I refuse. My feet are mine and no one else is allowed to have contact with them. I think she knows Rowlet better than she cares to admit. If we leave now, it might be a wasted opportunity. Maybe, but we're not gonna get much out of her while she's in this state, are we? She's displaying symptoms common among people in love. If that's what you mean. But I know a cure. It's curable? We're still no closer to finding Mr. Rowlet. By this point, he could be in grave danger. Danger? Wait, why are you looking for him again? Oh, that's right, yeah. The Marshal Phantom said that he has been targeted by some pretty bad people. We need to make sure he's safe. What? How has this happened? He seemed fine when I last saw him. That was only a couple of days ago. Just happened to run into him, of course. I see, I see. Well, do you have any thoughts on where he might be right now? Okay, but this is purely out of concern for his safety. If he's not at the Institute, he might be at his mother's place. I heard she raised him alone, and that they had it pretty tough financially. And that these days she's housebound due to illness. He makes regular trips back home to check on her. Oh, okay. Do you know the address? Nope, sorry. I only found out the thing about his mother because it came up in conversation once. I was just trying to find out more about him. You know, so I could get to know him better. When I told him I had a crush on him, I offered to help him take care of his mother. And, yeah, maybe that was a stupid idea. But did he really have to yell at me for it? It's like, fine, I could take no for an answer, but what's with the temper tantrum? Unbelievable. Ugh. These guys only want to show you their charming, well-groomed exterior. Can't stand it when a few home truths shine through. Looks like your love syndrome is flaring up again. We need to find out Mr. Rawat's mother's address. Let's check with the Marshalsea officers when we regroup. Cool, sounds like a plan. This way. Yep. Yep. Hello. Hey there! Are you into this?
What do you want?
We're here to ask about Rawat. Any idea where he might be? We're told you're pretty close with him.
Close? Not sure that's the word I'd use. He wouldn't even let me use his patent.
Huh?
It's been a good few days since I last saw him. I don't know where he's at. Go ask someone else.
Would the patent in question happen to be related to the new skincare product you developed?
Yeah, kinda. But if I do, or whatever he calls it, I heard he made a tidy sum off of that one.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Keep going.
Most of the other researchers here focus on mechanics, energy, stuff like that. I get why he wouldn't be interested in having anything to do with them. But I'm studying coatings. There's a huge overlap in areas of research. Why would he refuse to work with me?
Glasses beast? True. There's not enough NPCs with glasses in this game.
I bought his product once and noticed it contained a unique substance that might have applications in coatings too. If it worked out, I could probably make as much as he's making. Don't get me wrong, I have no intention of plagiarizing his work. I was hoping to get official permission to use his findings in my own research, followed by the proper procedure. It was all above board. I would have had to pay him a license fee and everything. But despite that, he turned me down not once, not twice, but 3 times. It's like he's vehemently opposed to the idea of anyone else making the kind of money he does.
So is Rawat antisocial, or is this guy just jealous? Maybe both. Oh, it doesn't look like I'm gonna get any info about Rawat or about from him. Oh, let's go. Wait 1 second. Mr. Antabes, the next time you go shopping, you should buy some bowl fruits. Peel the skin, steep in water, then drink. It'll help calm your mood.
Huh? Yeah, thanks.
Speaking of which, that's how you make your signature dish. I haven't made those yet. I mean, I don't really need them, but... collection. Grab. Connie. Hello. I'll never get used to switching voices like that. Nobody will. I wasn't... I'm not even joking. Each time you mention that you won't get used to it, and then I say...
I don't get used to it either. Sometimes I surprise myself.
I am serious about that. Sometimes when I try doing a low voice, it sounds a little bit different than I was expecting. And I'm like...
Whoa, that's like... That's so incredibly low. How did this happen? Oh.
It scares me too. Sorry to bother you, sir, but are you Bertrand?
Who's asking?
Just some concerned citizens helping out the Marshal say Phantom with an investigation. We'd like to ask you about Raoul's whereabouts, if that's okay. We're told the two of you are pretty close.
Not anymore, we're not. It turns out we don't see eye to eye.
Oh yeah? Oh, what happened?
The thing about us researchers is, most of us do what we do for some sort of higher purpose. But not Rowlett. All he cared about was how to commercialize his findings. He won't even let you work with him unless you sign a confidentiality agreement first. Also, he has better control over who gets which intellectual property rights. How are you supposed to get any meaningful research done working with a guy like that? Now that I got my own technical solution for my compressor, I don't need to work with him anymore.
So that's what Rowlett is really like. I'd still like to know where to find him. Is that something you can help us with? Did your sister find your voice hot, or am I the only one? I'm pretty sure no. Not at all. My sister is not really a big fan of me.
Wait, you're... Yeah, I know you. You're the head nurse at the Forges of Meropide. Alright, then I'm happy to help if you can. I respect the work you do. Medicine serves the highest purposes of all the sciences.
Oh, it turns out Sigmund's got some real clout.
Thing is, I have no real way of knowing where he might be. I stopped working with him 2 months ago and I've barely seen him since. But if you want my advice, I'd say go talk to the peddlers. There's a few he meets with every day or so. Maybe they know where he's at.
Peddlers?
Yeah, back when I was working with him, I noticed he met with them quite often. It wouldn't surprise me if they were involved in some shady business together. Because it seemed like they went out of their way to avoid discussing anything in my presence. The little I overheard was about manufacturing and selling pharmaceutical drugs. Like I said, he's all about the money.
Drugs? Doesn't he work with skincare products? And do those count as drugs? Technically yeah, I think so.
Who knows? I never cared to find out. He's the moral grubber, not me.
Thank you. You've given us plenty to work with.
Welcome. Goodbye. And may we both reach new heights in our scientific endeavors.
Oh, that's all three researchers. Let's head back to the meetup point. Bubble jump scare. If my sis wasn't this talented, I'd be gushing over. I mean, I kind of do the same thing with my sister because she's actually super good at dancing, and she also plays flute and band, and she's also working on going towards college right now. All of which is stuff that I could never do. You know, Paimon started out thinking Raoul was a handsome researcher with a friendly and cheerful personality. It's such a surprise to learn that his peers have a different impression of him. So, what's your view of him now, Paimon? I would joke he's a femboy too, but that's besides the point. Hmm? Me? I'm not a femboy. I refuse. No. A handsome researcher who's difficult upbringing turned him into a profit chaser with a chip on his shoulder? So your thoughts about his appearance haven't changed at all? Well, his looks are kind of a big deal. At least in Paimon's opinion. How does such a handsome guy end up becoming so antisocial? Even with his difficult family background, it just doesn't make any sense. What's she majoring into? Good question. She's looking for like multiple different things. Mostly, creative art stuff. Anything related to her dance stuff. Because that's what she's good at. Also, I'm almost out of water. I'm gonna have to refill that in a moment. You can't judge a person solely based on their appearance. Oh, hi. Hey nurse, Yoriji. I assume you've spoken with the researchers? What did you find out? You exchanged the intelligence you've gathered. Bertram mentioned Rollitt's involvement with some pharmaceutical merchants. You know if he has registered any pharmaceutical brands? Since he was the whistleblower on such a huge case, I ran a background check on him. I don't remember there being any brands under his name. How strange. If he was so focused on commercializing his research and averse to sharing his technology with others, why wouldn't he have registered his own brands? Because they're illegal drugs. Maybe he and his business partners need to avoid public scrutiny? You think he may have colluded with the gang? Well, the crime was manufacture and sale of drugs. And that would certainly be his wheelhouse. We can't rule it out. A wheelhouse. I know words, I can read. Shut up. Isn't that pretty unlikely though? He was the one who blew the whistle on them. Most children who come to me with tooth decay have suffered pain for a long time already, but they'll still try to hide the fact that they eat too many sweets. Grown-ups and children aren't so different in that regard. If you say so. I saw him when he came to make his report, and I certainly didn't get the feeling that he was the type to collude with criminals. Perhaps it's more likely that they were coercing him. You mentioned that he comes from a poor family, so it's possible that the criminals approached him asking for academic support, luring him in with the promise of riches. By the time he discovered who they really were, he was in too deep. They had leverage on him, so he was forced to keep working for them. I've seen it happen many times before. That does make a lot of sense. It would definitely explain why he was so unwilling to cooperate with his fellow researchers. No wonder he's so unsociable. He must be on edge all the time, a gang of crooks breathing down his neck. In that case, the situation could be worse than we thought. If Rowan was working with the escaped inmates, they're sure to know more about his whereabouts than us. There's a good chance they'll get to him before we do. Based on the information we've gathered so far, he was last seen 2 days ago. If no one's seen him since, maybe we're too late. 2 days ago? So, he went missing right after that product promotion? That was the same day he reported the criminals too. Not a good sign. Don't worry, everyone. I believe we still have a chance. Since he disappeared right after blowing the whistle, it's unlikely that he's gone into hiding. Yeah, he must have been worried that they'd come for him. All the more reason to find him as soon as possible. The only lead we have at the moment is his mother's house, which you mentioned earlier. See, I think you can find the place? Yep. When you register a band, the Court of Fontaine requires you to provide a legal address. The one Robert wrote down was on the outskirts of the city. That should be the place. Okay, then there's no time to lose. Let's move. What its mother's residence? Is this gonna turn out to be the witch? I assume his mother's gonna be the witch. Probably. Brard is not completely useless. You on the other hand is the greatest degree of them all. Kyorimoto degree. The most important degree of all. Maximum cuteness. Also, it's not like there's any colleges that are good for voice acting, are there? And there is technically art college, but all the good artists I follow, like, any of them who's ever said how they learned art, almost all of them have said that they are completely self-taught. And the few who said that they have gone to art colleges have said that they absolutely hated it and very much regret it and wish that they did not do it. So, even though I'm slightly interested in art, I don't think it's worth going to college for. The best way to get better at art is just by practicing in your own time, doing your own research. Definitely not going to college. Also, before I continue this, I need to go refill my water again. I'm gonna be right back. Hold on. I'm back! I got the water. I have my blanket. I'm in comfy mode. Degree doesn't mean anything these days. You'd be surprised how many people are in college just because they can afford it. Yeah, sounds about right. They can't even do basic English grammar to have educational background information. Is that a guy looking for a date or a girl looking to get black? Oh, of course. What else is college good for? Like, the only other thing from what I've heard that college is good for is just you can put it on your resume for applying for a job. That's all. You can mention it in your interview, maybe. Not that it means much compared to something like work experience or self-produced work of a similar category. That would be much more useful. God, Hiller's house that much. Of course you do. Oh, it's Mother's little house. Tiny little cozy house. Alright, show me this house. I'm pretty sure this is the address. Okay, I'll knock. My god knocked several times. No one answers, but you hear the sound of something I can't read fast enough. Sounds like whoever's inside has restricted mobility. It seems serious. What's the fastest way to get this door open? Break the door down? No, I'll handle it. Let the expert deal with it. There'll be a mountain of paperwork if you damage a citizen's property. The experience is more important. Calm down, deep breaths, remember your training, control your strength, and... Oh, it's open. See, take a few people in the limelight. Keep your eyes peeled for any activity around the house. Yudichi, head nurse, and I'll go inside. Oh. Everybody has positioned themselves around the house. They're in stealth mode. It's a whole instance. You're looking rat. What? What rat? What do you mean rat? Hello? Anyone in here? There, on the bed. There's no lady. Well, that's Karaviro's mother, right? She doesn't look like she's interested to me answering questions, though. We could try, but she's very ill. Oh, we must enforce it. Whistling? I already tried to say this before. You already know I can't say this fast. Nyanya be nyanya, nyanya chun nyanya. Dono nyana be nyana. Nyak. Nyaku. Nyaku. Nyanyaku. Nyanya hon nyanya dai nyanyaku. Nyarada. Nyara bete nyan. Nyakan. Nyagame. Wait a second, I got scammed? No? I see you. I see the voice line there. What do you mean? I can't say it fast, it's a tongue twister. I don't even know what it means in Japanese. I don't know how to translate it. It would be a legendary clip though. But I don't know how to. I don't know how to say any tongue twisters at all. Oh, we could try, but she is very ill. Oh, we must enforce it. I already said that, didn't I? Well, it doesn't look like Rao's here. She's the only one we can talk to. Yeah, allow me. Hello, ma'am. Might I ask if you're Rao's mother? We're trying to locate him. God, you really me too cute. No, no, I refuse. If I'm ever going to get a drawing of myself of wearing, like, having any kind of animal ears, it's going to be bunny ears. I want bunny ears. I don't want to go cat mode. That's too basic, too simple, too overused, too overdone. I've seen too many cat girls in my time. No more. We have enough as is. That's the number one reason why I don't like Nekomia? Nekomata? I forgot what her name is. The cat girl in Zenless Zero, because her whole entire personality is cat. That's it. That's her entire character. Cat. As if that hasn't been done already 1,000 times everywhere else. She's one of my least favorite characters in Zenless just because of that. Meanwhile, some other characters in Zenless Zero are like Shark Girl, oh, Lop-Eared Rabbit Girl, oh, Blue Demon Girl, oh, Ghost Girl, oh. There are so many completely unique characters in Zenless Zero, but then there's Cat. Just another cat. Cool personality, I love cat and girls. But I'm so tired of them. There's too many. Cat girls are the best. How dare you. Unacceptable. We can't be friends anymore. We just can't. I can't be friends with somebody who thinks that cat girls are the best. Just because they're the most popular one. Oh. Hard of hearing, perhaps. Does anyone have a picture of Rowlet? I have one here. I'd like to show you a photo, ma'am. Is this your son? Do you know where he is? Looks like this isn't gonna work after all. Well, looks like we're out of leads. If Rowlet's not here, things are looking very bad for him. As if possibly could have avoided returning here because he knew he'd be in danger? I'm struggling to read the letter. Can I quest another line in? Fine. I guess. Assuming the line is not something along the lines of I'm the cutest cat girl ever. Because I'm not. And that'd be a lie. Don't think I don't know what you're planning. Maybe. But if so, where do we look next? Maybe we should take another look at the Institute. Yes, so... I suggest we'll return there now. We found a good amount of useful information the first time, but perhaps there's something we missed. This is our last hope. Sorry, officer, but could I stay here for a while? This patient requires some care. Of course, Yorichi. Stay with the head nurse. You're technically here as her assistant, after all. You got it. Also, I'd like the Marshal Seon members to stay as well and keep an eye on the area. Why is that? If Rowlet knows how serious his mother's condition is, he will return. Got it. Okay, I'll tell the squad members in hiding to stay put and keep a lookout. Thanks for helping me out yet again, Yorichi and Paimon. No problem. But when you say her condition is serious, do you mean... Yes, she's barely clinging on to life. Oh. And now the music kicks in. I was just about to say, it has been eerily quiet for too long. Where's the music? Now the sad music starts playing. Let me take care of a few things first. Can you pass me the towel over there? Yeah, of course. I can tell that her family has tried out a lot of different treatment methods, including some very expensive medicines. Unfortunately, her condition is so multifaceted that recovery looks all but impossible. Signaling. My mom admits being a nurse must be pretty tough at times like this. Yes, it makes me a little sad. In Melusine eyes, a human's birth, aging, sickness, and death are as much part of natural law as sunrise and sunset. But human medicine can defy that law to some extent. In that sense, it is a science of miracles. That is why I became fascinated with it in the first place. But it was only after I truly became a doctor that I realized miracles don't always happen. Even the greatest doctors cannot cure all diseases. Signaling. Don't worry about me, Paimon. A doctor's duty is not to cure all diseases, but to treat whatever ailments they can. At the very least, I can lower her fever. That way she'll suffer less, and she might even be able to see her son. Yeah, I'll have a more reason to find Rowlet as soon as possible, even if we don't catch those crooks. Her fever's getting worse. Shh, can I get some hot water? Sure, we're on the case. Double Shiguin. No, camera. Dang it, the bed is in the way. I I can't see the double Sigewinne. Double. Double. This is so hard. Why is the bed in the way? It's annoying. You say it with the thickest voice you have? Oh no. She is giving up? I mean, what else is she supposed to do? She's a nurse, not a god. She doesn't make people immortal. What is the thickest voice I can do? Oh, now my bitrate decides, you know what? No, I'm gonna break now. Oh no. My stream is giving up now. Oh dear. Now the stream is also very delayed. Why is my bitrate upset? Skill issues, literally. I don't know what to do about my stream when my internet starts freaking out like this. Cause ending the stream and starting it up again does not do anything. That doesn't help. I don't know if it has something to do with the rain outside. My rate is at 11,000 kilobytes per second. Yeah, totally, of course. You. I really don't want to have to end the stream again. It's only been 1 hour 20 minutes. Oh? I think it fixed itself. I think it's fixed. It seems to have corrected itself. Probably still very delayed unless you refresh the page. Let me see. Hello? Still very delayed unless you refresh the page. Let me see. Hello? Still... It's about a 4-second delay right now. On mobile it's probably way worse. But it looks like it's mostly fixed. Okay. As long as my internet does not break itself again, we should be fine now. The issue has resolved itself. And I have no idea what caused it. And for the voice line... now something is in my eye! Everything is going wrong. I think I've heard that meme before, but I can't remember exactly how the voice sounded.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda.
I don't think that's exactly the same as the meme, but that's the thickest voice I can come up with at the moment. How's that? I did it. There's your voice line. Now he's time to find the hot water. I know it made you wait a long time, Sigewinne, but I'm having internet issues. You understand, right? You get it, right? Yeah. She gets it. How do I get hot water? Is there a sink? I don't see a sink. What? Internet acting funny, me too? Oh, I don't know if it's your internet. It was my internet. as well. Check the table. The Star Strong has been rivaled when some of the titles are in it. Did Robert come back previously? Check the cabinet. Found it! Unfortunately, there's still some ready-made hot water here. This cabinet seems to have a hidden compartment. This is... Well, it's notes. It's a map. The link to the underground lab is written down in the journal. Of course. I don't know where this is. Yo, Stingwing, I found a secret map. Found the hot water? Sure did. And look what else we found. Judging by this journal, it seems like Robert Adams has a private lab. But there's a good chance he could be there right now. We gotta go tell Officer Morgan right away. That's great news. But hold on just a moment. The lid towel is ready. I'm giving you another injection. Are you feeling better now? It's alright. I'll bring him back. Please hang in there. Thank you. Quest completed. Let's go. Gonna roll its private lab. Does it mark it on the map? Oh, it does. That helps. I wish I was a cute little ollie so you would notice me. I thought I already noticed you. What do you mean? Oh, Christopher. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? It's gone. Oh, it's up. Oh. I got one. Good enough. There's also rocks here. I'll take these. I do need rocks. Boom. 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 Ta-da! I have a rock. No. Oh, what's going on here? It's Officer Morgan, and they're already here. We came as soon as we heard the news. Can't believe we were so careless. The most crucial information of all was hiding right here, in that room, and we missed it. Don't blame yourself. Alright, now we need to focus on finding a way. There's a mechanical door over here. Hopefully the instructions in Rowlett's journal will help us open it. What did I do? I don't know what I'm doing. It's open. Let's go in. How can you tell? I don't know what happened. It's blue now, I guess. Is this a dungeon? It's a gun. It's dungeon. Dungeon time. Well, that level 90. Singling is level 80 with underlevel talents and artifacts and everything. I'm sure it'll be fine. Totally. Don't look at Freena's artifacts either. I think we're all set. Oh. Well. Why do I have black wings? The game's still... Oh, this is a trial Sigewinne. I see. And she has her signature weapon at level 90. Okay. They gave me a trial Sigewinne, and she is way better than my... They also gave her noblesse. Oh, wow. That's a surprise. didn't think the game would actually give her noblesse. I was expecting something like Nude Clam or Maiden's Beloved. Turns out I gave her the correct artifact set after all. She's a Constellation 3, which means she gets her shield. Talents. That's a whole lot of E-skill. This trial of Sigewinne is so much better than mine. And look at this. She gets a shield. She has a shield. And then it disappears. The bubble's going.
How did they get in here? Captain, up ahead! These look like fugitives.
So they found this place too. Don't let any of them escape. Sigewinne goes pew pew. Bubbly. And then we go summon Nahida and attack. Nice. They really used this quest to show off Sigewinne at her full power, so that you'd be convinced to buy her, didn't you? Of course they did.
Captain, according to our list, many of the fugitives aren't accounted for. There may be others hiding deeper inside the facility.
So these guys were just a lookout crew?
Marshal say Phantom. How did they find this place?
Oi, isn't that card from the fortress?
That's right, I'm on your side. I mean, the Duke sent me. What's the matter? Some sort of mix-up?
Mr. Odilon, didn't I tell you a few days ago that you need to stop all the field work until you recovered?
Oh, well, you know, gotta help His Grace out, share the load.
Officer Morgan, this man is an imposter. The real Mr. Odilon has no recent health issues.
What? But I...
Looks like the head nurse was right about the face-swapping method. Arrest them all! DuPont, stay here and keep guard. And watch the exit. If we're not back soon, call for reinforcements.
Got it.
Oh boy. Invading criminal hideout, here we go. Yep. Wow! I'm falling. Pretty. So many jars. Oh, is this some sort of production facility? This scent. It's probably the ingredients used to make butterfly dew. How come they're all empty? Did it sell so well that he ran out of supplies? How strange. Why would Rella choose to manufacture a popular product like that in such a difficult to reach location? Given our suspicion that he may have been coerced into the illegal drug trade, I would have thought that any production facility we find here would be used for illicit purposes. Will you stream tomorrow? Most likely, yes. I think so. Unless my voice is gone tomorrow for some reason. Or if there's another really bad storm or something. I don't know. And if I do, then I'll most likely continue Genshin Impact. Because I still need to finish Sigewinne's character story. And then I need to do the Archon Quest bedtime story. And then even after that, there's Fontaine World quests. And a whole bunch of other character quests. I want to try getting as caught up on Genshin as I can until Zenless Zone Zero releases, which is in 1 week. I have 1 week to catch up on Genshin. So I'll probably be streaming every day for the next week. Maybe take 1 day off on the 3rd, since that's the day before Zenless releases. Let my voice recover then. We'll see. Perhaps butterfly glue is itself an illegal drug. Do you have any evidence for that claim? No, just a guess. I need to find out as soon as possible. He has all the answers we need. Understood. Well, let's not linger here. Let's go. Come on. We're going. Bubbly. Doesn't look like we're gonna get this door open. Well, let's find it the other way around. Eventually gonna be rough? What do you mean? Why would it be rough? I played Olympus Company for like 2 weeks straight. And then I played Honkai Star Rail for, I think, almost a week. What's wrong with playing Genshin for 1 week? This one's closed too. Well, what's in those carts and tracks? Oh, maybe it's one of those doors that opens when it senses cargo passing through. There's a loaded cart right over there. Now let's bring it to the door and give it a try. Bonk. Cannot push you. Oh. Rotate. Of course. Shove. Rotate counterclockwise. No. 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 Ta-da. No. Treasure. There's a treasure chest. How do I get it? I think I missed it. Shoot. Heck. Ah. Okay. No treasure for me. I'll try my hardest to stay focused. Oh! Ow! Suddenly enemy jump scare. Bonk. Nice. Vanguard? Oh, hello. Secret tunnel. I'll rotate clockwise. Show. Show. Oh. Rotate. Wait, there's another one in the way here. Why can't I? Oh, because there's nothing inside of the card. Oh. Move. Rotate. Rotate. No. Rotate. No. No. Hollywood and Genshin is so cute, not gonna lie. I know, right? But one of the best parts of Genshin Impact is the animations. No. Run like the wind. Oh, I have fallen. I cannot see where I'm going. No. Unfortunately, they did not carry over the run animation in Honkai Star Rail. Whenever I buy a Lulu and Hook are running in Honkai Star Rail, they look a little bit funky. This room's much smaller than the others. Judging by the implements on the table, this looks like a potion-making lab. Head nurse, over here. What? Box. Let's see. Oh, wow, it's closed. Oh, why would he change here? To disguise himself. Perhaps they stripped him down, left the clothes behind and disposed of him somewhere else? Yikes, where did that come from? What a tragic way to go, especially with such a bright future ahead of him. There's a path leading further on. Officer Mungan, let's keep up the pace. No. Wait, did I miss the chest? I feel like I missed a chest. I don't know where. I'm lost. Experiment log. Supply in the source flood has completely dried up, though that means that this final batch will be able to fetch a good price. Finding a new way to refine the liquid might be a better use of it. No, it's too late. Oh, there it is. Thank God. No. Open sesame. No secrets. No secrets. Oh, I see people. There's a whole bunch of people in there. This is quite the tower we have.
Are you serious? You're telling us that within a day, our faces are going to rot like yours? Montanian physiology changed dramatically after the Great Flood, and it's not as compatible with this face-changing solution as before. The side effects are as you can see. Why didn't you say anything before we all used it? Look, my plan got you all out of prison, didn't it? You'd have much bigger problems to worry about right now if the Marshase Phantom found out about your other crimes. Consider an ugly mug getting off lightly. You're just lucky you didn't leave you in there. After you disappeared on us with no warning, we only let it slide because we're former partners. And now you have the gall to pull a stunt like this? Partners? Make no mistake, each of us is only looking out for himself. If you have placed too much trust in others, well, I'm afraid that's your problem. You hid things from me, too. Remember how you each had a spare potion, yet kept quiet about it until we planned the prison break? Oh, and you didn't have a secret spare? Then do you want to explain how you melted your face off before all this? Guys, that's enough. Calm down. It is what it is. Arguing won't change anything. What's the plan, Bottom? I'm assuming you brought us here for a reason. There is no plan. We followed him here on the promise of more juice, but it turns out there ain't a drop here. Besides, what does it matter now anyway? You already said, even if we did get our hands on more of that stuff, switching faces again solves nothing. They're still gonna melt off eventually. I said enough arguing. Baton, tell us the plan. The most practical solution is to continue using the potion. Keep switching to a new face before the ulcers can start forming. Are you kidding me? This stuff was hard enough to get a hold of even when we had a supply. Now you're asking us to use it like skin lotion after the flood? Or after the flood all but wiped the supply out? Well, there is another option, but you'll have to make a deal with me first. Okay, now we're talking. What's the deal? I have a document I took from that researcher that details how to make a replacement. Just give me one bottle of that undilated fluid, and I'll get to work. That's... What's the problem? I thought you always kept reserves. Or did you really just have one spare bottle each? What do you think? That we were shipping them into the fortress of Merobide by the basket load? Well then, say hello to never showing your marred faces in public again. Yeah, I've heard enough. Get him! Let's see if that document even exists.
Freeze! Marshase Phantom!
What? Who let them in?
Officer Mungan, before anything else, please find out about Rowlet's status.
Rowlet?
I don't see him. Hand over the hostage now, if you want any chance of avoiding an extension to your sentences.
Spare us your condescending attempts to coax us back to our cells. You think we're looking to negotiate? Rawat is dead.
Platon. Arrest them all. Don't let anyone get away. Oh, we're stuck. Attack! Yep. Everybody explodes! Explode! 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 Wow! Wow! Mommy! Or there's Ocha! Ta-da! I did it. Signy and Freeman together are totally not overpowered, by the way. Do you have a list of all the games you finished on stream? No. I don't really know what all games I've finished on stream. There's not a lot. First thing I can think of is Tears of the Kingdom. If I look at my videos, what VODs I have saved. There's Limbus Company. I just now finished that one recently. Finally got caught up on it. Weathering Waves. But that one took me only like 2 days. Or no, 3 days to finish the whole story. Although that is also a live service game, so I'm gonna add more story in the future. On guys, Star Rail, I'm all caught up on Pinakani and the events. On the main story quests. Not all of the companion quests and side quests, no. Same with Genshin. I finished all of Genshin's Archon quests, except for the newest one that just got added a couple weeks ago. Blue Archive I've not finished. I only read through Volume 3 on stream. I read through Volume 1 in my own time, and I never finished Volume 2. Valhalla, I only started for a couple streams, but never finished. Splatoon 3, I played all the way through Splatoon 3 Zero Mode, and Side Order on stream. Those were finished. Tears of the Kingdom I played from start to finish on stream. There's Final Fantasy 14. I did not stream most of it, but I did stream it every now and then. And I finished everything up to Shadowbringers, but I never finished Endwalker. And now Dawn Trail is literally releasing in 1 week. At the same time as Endless Zero. Library of Luna, I never finished. I only got to Nightmare of the City. And then before that, I was not really saving my VODs. Most of them. Yeah, I don't have any other VODs saved before that, or earlier. I can't remember what else I did on stream before then. Valhalla is a crime not to finish. I know! I made a whole entire pixel art version of myself using the same art style as Dorothy. I was super excited about Valhalla. But then everything else started releasing and I got sidetracked. Limbus Company updates, Genshin updates, Honkai Star Rail updates, Blue Archive. There's too many things taking away my time to go back to Valhalla. I can't. All their history streams are gone. I mean, I have almost all of my VODs saved for the past 2 years. But before that I was streaming a lot less consistently, so of course I wasn't saving my VODs. I don't even remember what I did back then. Only things I can really think of is occasional Final Fantasy 14. Maybe a couple Monster Hunter streams. 3 years of Raid, couldn't go back and be your first follower. My streams were significantly more scuffed 3 years ago. I had a significantly worse microphone, you do not want to hear it. It was garbage. It was a headset microphone. Imagine the amount of kissing. I did not have a kissing redeem back then. Ha! I guess I mostly didn't stream very often back then because I was friends with somebody else who was always streaming. And it'd be really weird if we were both streaming at the same time while playing games with each other. So I couldn't really stream that. It's also why I only stream single player games. Or just co-op games by myself. Yeah, there's not a lot of games that I've actually finished on stream. But there's a whole lot that I've started and never finished. Unloved here? No. No, you're not. I also did not have my cute little self over here. I did not exist. I was gone. I was just a voice in the void. And I sounded very not good. Very muffled. 3 years of Yuri though. 3 years of low quality Yuri. 3 years of low quality scuff, low effort Yuri. My streams didn't really start getting as good as they are until just this year. About 7 months ago. That's a lot of cute and funny moments. No, there really was not. I don't know how else to explain it to you. My streams were a lot worse and a lot less entertaining back then. I was a very different person. There was not a lot of cute and funny moments. The most amount of cute and funny moments was probably when Karan was on screen, I guess. Also, where am I? I got very sidetracked. We're gone? Gotta say, I never expected to see the head nurse in combat. Some patients respond better to a more aggressive treatment plan. Did we get everyone? The scuffiest of streamers. I don't know, watch the VODs then? No, I refuse. Even if I ever do make a VODs channel and try uploading everything I have saved, I'm probably only gonna upload everything starting from the end of December. Once I got my good microphone and drew my the middle left one there. That my first actual VTuber drawing? PNG? Whatever. I don't think I'm gonna upload anything else. Anything before that?
Captain, we finished the head count. Potten's missing.
Over there! The door's closing!
One group tried to arrest me, another trying to hunt me down. Good, I get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
How did he get up there? There must be a secret passage somewhere. Find it!
Don't waste your energy. I already sealed it off.
How naive. We have more people outside. If we're not back out by the agreed time, they'll come to our rescue.
Well then, you better hope they get here in time.
There's some kind of gas leaking from the pipes. Be careful, it's poisonous. How can you tell?
This is our distribution center, where we store the product derived from our source solution. We had to use special fire prevention methods to prevent contamination. The pipe network here was designed to emit a gas for firefighting. One little modification later, and it makes an efficient death trap.
Why would you do this? Your partners are here too.
Oh, please. If they can't supply what I need, they're of no further use to me. Besides, I can't have them exposing my potential whereabouts.
You don't decide who's entertaining, I do? Oh. And I decide cute and mono scuff is funny. If you say so. Did you ever do a drinking stream? No. I've never had any alcohol before. Especially not on stream. He's a maniac! Come on, we gotta find a way to open that door.
Go ahead, struggle in vain. Once the last of you croaks, none of you will ever find me again. So long.
Are you sure you're ready to leave, Poton? You haven't changed your dressing today.
You can't cure my face. Just give up.
And what if I could?
Nice try. You're just trying to stall me. Don't worry about me. I'll find a way to cure my face once I get out of here. You are successfully stalling me, though. I have walked back up to the window and am now talking to you for a longer amount of time.
Oh, I doubt it. After all, Fontaines can no longer dissolve in primordial seawater.
What the... How did you...
The key component of the face-changing potion is the fluid left behind by the dissolved Fontainians. It might look like ordinary water, but it has some unique elements in it. Before the flood, all Fontainians are oceanists, physiologically speaking. A potion made from that fluid could dissolve and reconstruct the face of a Fontainian, in much the same way as Hydro once changed form. Theoretically, it could give someone any appearance they wish. But since the flood, Fontainians have become true humans. They can no longer provide the source material for this potion, nor reap its benefits. Are you saying this potion is made from Fontainians dissolved with primordial seawater? Then their crimes are far worse than I thought.
How could you know all of this? No, wait. Of course. Well, well. So that's why I have a human appearance.
It also means that I have a formula you're unaware of. The air's getting bigger. It's getting hard to breathe.
I might get to make a deal today after all. Alright, keep talking. How do you intend to give me the formula?
Oh, it's not a formula, but a finished product. I have a bottle of it right here.
What?
When I tried to roll with skincare product, I noticed it had a certain special component on it, so I had my friends gather some other ingredients for me. And sure enough, a little experimenting later, I produced a potion. I'm guessing a skincare lotion contains the fruits of your joint research.
Huh. Impressive guesswork. Yeah, we were a supplier for some of the raw ingredients. But it only contains a tiny amount of the active ingredient. The effect is minuscule compared to the undiluted fluid.
Well, I found a way to reverse the dilution process, giving the skincare lotion a similar effect to the fluid it's derived from.
That's impossible.
If I tell you some of the ingredients, I think you can figure it out. First, you need to combine tainted hydrophantasm tissue with transoceanic pearls at a ratio of around 3 to 7.
Tainted hydrophantasms and transoceanic pearls. I see. Can't believe I never thought of that.
So, can we make a deal?
Sounds good to me. There's a delivery pipeline beneath this window. Drop the potion in, and I'll release you all.
Nope, not trusting you that easily. You're like those naughty kids who try to hide their illness. Once this sluice gate first, or open this sluice gate first, then I'll hand you the potion. What is that bottle? I've never seen that.
Even if you're not bluffing, your potion won't cure my face permanently. You really think you have any leverage here? I'm not closing this valve this time. Clock's ticking.
Fine, then I'll just stand there with the potion in my hand. And when I faint from the poison, I'll drop it, and it'll be destroyed.
No.
It's open! Disable that sluice gate. Jam it, don't let it close again. That's more like it. In that case, a promise is a promise. Head nurse, there's too much poison gas in here. We have to leave now. Yay, we did it. Challenge completed. Trial Sigewinne is gone. My Sigewinne has been nerfed. Oh. Back to level 80 with no signature and scuffed noblesse set. This is fine. Never. My motto can't be this pure. I mean, technically, I think I have had alcohol one time before. I think it was my older brother's root beer. I think it was root beer with like 2% alcohol in it. And one can of that. I don't know if that counts. Honestly, that means you're 2-0 right now. Best girl transcending my deal list. Like, not drinking alcohol? Not doing alcohol and drinking streams? I drink plenty tea, that is my alcohol. I never tried alcohol myself. Yeah, me neither. Unless you count 2% alcohol root beer can. Poison bomb. Just use Nax deodorant as a bomb. Yeah, that is actually what my older brother did. I think 2 times before. There was a couple times where he got really mad at me and my sister, and since we share the computer room, he decided to take his Nax body spray and spray like half of the entire bottle all over the computer room. So that me and my sister could not go into the computer room for the rest of the day without, you know, getting poisoned. Gee, thanks. That's nothing? Yeah, that's what I thought. Ah, that was too close. And that baton is a real nasty piece of work. Don't be too quick to sit down. Moving around a little will help relieve the soreness. Same goes for you, Yorichi. But, Paimon, you should be fine, right? Flying fast is pretty tiring too, actually. Anyway, that's not important right now. Paimon's still shocked to learn that there was a whole criminal operation going on behind the skincare lotion. 2% is literally nothing? Yeah. Shima ended up giving the improvised version to put on after finally making it for you. I'll make you some more, I promise. No, please don't. Paimon doesn't want to use that stuff anymore. Still, it was a pretty good job that Paimon wanted to buy some in the first place, huh? It ended up saving everyone's lives. That's gotta count for something. That's the oldest trick in the book. When everyone camping as scouts, we got bombed by X-Spray. Wow. You went camping with some horrible people. Sigewinne was the one doing the saving. Yeah. Paimon was just kidding. Head nurse, I've done the final head count of our team and the criminals. Everyone here is doing fine. We're ready to escort the fugitives back to the fortress of Meropide. It's a shame that we didn't find Rawat. At this point, I'm afraid he's probably deceased. What a horrible bunch. Especially that Baton guy. If he hadn't made good on that deal, we'd all be dead because of him. No, he wouldn't. I always keep a whole bunch of antidotes on me for emergencies. And one of them neutralizes that poison gas. We'd have been fine, even if he hadn't opened the gate. Yeah, that sounds about right. We do have a healer with us. I think we can out-heal the poison. Last year, whole family sounds... Stream 1? Sounds fun? No. They're not. The only person who I could potentially actually interact with on stream would be my little sister. Everybody else, no, never, absolutely not. That's why every now and then whenever my parents or brothers try to come into the computer room, I have to quickly mute myself. Because if I don't, then, not good things. What? And why didn't you give him the potion? If this is true, I must concur. Sorry to be blunt, but I think I made a bad decision by handing him that bottle. If he changes his appearance and flees Fontaine, it's unlikely that we'll ever find him, no matter how cooperative his accomplices are when we question them. No, you don't understand. I gave him the potion precisely so I can be sure where he'll go next. What do you mean? We gotta hurry. She won't last much longer. Holmes? Oh, his mom. Meow. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Very slowly. Come on. Hello! I'm here now. Don't move a muscle! I might be short, but I pack a mean punch. Captain, you're just in time. While I was lying in wait, I spotted this crook snooping about, trying to find a way in, so I detained him. Oh, they finally decided to show his face. I thought they were always censoring it because it would be like too gross to show. Usually it was either cut on my advantage or the camera angle top down so his hat was covering his face. Oh, his face. Excuse me, but I felt tired today. Literally the worst friend for me to be like you. I mean, I was streaming like what 5 hours earlier today, and then a couple hours after that I started streaming again, and now it's been another 2 hours. I've been streaming for 7 hours. I don't think you have to stay for the whole entire stream. That's a long time. We're getting running. My name is dying and I'm tired. Okay. Night night. Have good sleep. Have good eepy time. I think I'm almost done with Sigmund's character quest by now. Probably. Are you Poton? So this is where you were heading, huh? What? This is how Poton looked before his face was marred. His current appearance matches the mugshot on his arrest warrant. I see. Wait, so what's going on? Wasn't the whole point of the potion to disguise himself and escape Fontaine? Why would change... Minor spelling mistake. Why would he change back to his original face and run right into our trap?
Enough of this nonsense. Let me in.
You better pipe down. There's no lady in there who's very sick. No way we're letting a cook like you inside.
To heck with it. Listen to me. I'm Rawat. That's my mother in there.
He's gotta be lying, right? Rawat was a victim in all of this. He was forced into it against his will. How could he and this monster be the same person? Because they keep changing faces?
Forced against...
Minor spelling mistake.
Forced against his will? That's the funniest thing I've heard all day. Back when I was being coerced, everyone thought I was colluding of my own free will. And then when I actually became a criminal in my own right, well, suddenly thought I must be under duress. Amazing what a difference a handsome face makes.
Okay, I'll tell you the one condition. You have to say... To be honest, I never heard you say my name. Never. Yes, you have! I said Admiral Feng one time before, and then you told me that I could just call you Admiral, or I could call you Feng. Or I could call you Admiral Feng if you like. I already have! What do you mean? Oh yeah! How on earth is my memory better than yours in this one scenario? This should not be possible. My memory is garbage. Also, if you want to make me, if you want to make me say something like that, that's what the voice line redemption is for. Haha! You should have saved it. You're not the only one with memory issues, but I thought I was the only one. How on earth can there be other people in the world who can't remember every single detail? That's not possible. Same as a speech. Explain yourself.
You want an explanation? Fine. I'll tell it how it is. When I was just Baton, the whole world treated me with contempt.
Ew. What do you want? Get away from me.
Women despised me. Collaborate? You don't look like much of a researcher to me. My peers scorned me. Mr. Baton, was it? I'm most interested in your research. Consider my offer carefully. I doubt you'll find other investment opportunities. Only villains would work with me. You want out of the game? Forget about it. Turns out I slipped up a little. Left a picture with some Mars South Safe Phantom officers. Easy mistake to make. Now they've listed you as an accomplice and drawn up an arrest warrant. So I suggest you put any thoughts of running away to rest. If you get caught by the guards for being in the synth business, you'll ain't ever seeing the light of day again. There was no way out for me. Until I could stop being Baton.
Mr. Rod, I have something I'd like to tell you.
I became popular with women. This new potion you've developed is fascinating. Genius, in fact. Would you consider working with me? I'd be happy to sign a licensing agreement. My peers looked up to me. I'm very interested in your research, sir. You must no doubt have offers from the countless investors. So far be it from me to ask for a full collaboration, per se. I merely want to express my interest. No pressure at all, naturally. And the villains even began to fear me. Becoming Rawat showed me what a superficial world we live in. But I did not hold a grudge. After all, this superficiality could be made to work in my favor. Or so I thought. But alas, the world seemed bent on finding a reason to make me despise it. Mother, I'm back. How are you doing?
Who are you?
I bought the best medicine Mor could buy, but nothing would cure her illness. In the end, I hoped at least that she could see her son one last time before she passed, but when everyone else rejected me, the only person who cared about me was my mother. Then, when I became a rising star in the Fontaine Research Institute, I was unrecognizable to her. I have to let her see me again, even if it means donning my own wretched, ugly face. Well, is that enough explaining for you? Now do you understand? Let me inside already.
Have you ever considered you'll even be able to look your mother in the eyes after what you've done? You found a way to completely change your identity. You could easily have escaped from them, but no. You chose to keep working with them.
Why would I want to give up on such a lucrative business? The profits were dozens of times that of the synth business, and it was all above board.
So you kept being a villain just for the money?
Villain? By what standard? Is doing evil deeds really what makes someone a villain in your eyes? Or does it all come down to the way they look? None of you saw a villain when I was wearing my other face, did you? You have no right to judge me. You're all just fake people living in a hypocritical world. I regret nothing. My mother would understand.
You're a villain to the core, but especially that tongue. Honestly, I don't see a villain when I look at your current face either.
Don't humor me. You don't seem surprised by my confusion by my confession in the least. How long have you known the truth?
I didn't know anything for sure until you chose to take that potion bottle and spare our lives. But if you're asking me when I started suspecting you, it was the first time you came to see me at the infirmary. I had to confirm my suspicions. That's why I chose to join this investigation.
Are you kidding me? A young, promising researcher and a wretched criminal? What on earth gave you the idea that they could be one and the same person?
Oh, there are no visual clues. And this potion's face-changing effects are very powerful. Even as a melusine, I couldn't see through the disguise. But I believe I understand humanity a little better than most of my kind. Humans have certain fundamental qualities that do not change with their appearance.
Fundamental qualities, huh? So, you think you're the one who sees through me, do you? Most people probably don't know this, but I think I can guess what your deal is. Melusine constitutions are very close to that of water, so it stands to reason that the potion should work on them too. You used it yourself, didn't you? That's why you have a human appearance.
SIGEWINNE? Yes, you're right.
I'll bet it was back in the days when melusines were discriminated against because of their appearance. It was either carry on living in the gutters as part of an alien race cast out by humanity, or become the head nurse of the Fortress of Meropidae, revered by all. Not a hard choice to make. It's a no-brainer. So you see, you and I, we're the same, and I'm the one who saw through you.
That's not important right now. You came here to see your mother, didn't you? Well, I can grant your wish.
Huh?
Head nurse, I'm not sure that's a good idea in his current state. Don't worry. Back in the warehouse when I traded the potion for our lives, I was doing it to test him. He was willing to risk sacrificing his only chance of escaping capture by opening the gate in exchange for the potion. Also, he could see his mother again. If nothing else, his concern for his mother is genuine. I see. So before you arrest him, please allow him to see his mother one last time. Yorichi and I will accompany him. You have nothing to worry about. Alright, I understand. We live in a society. Put simply, all of this boils down to... we live in a society. Hey, affected by the whatever is in your head. Oh no, my memory issues are contagious. Also, voice and redemption, you give me ideas? Oh no. Oh no. See-through. Kinda kinky. What do you mean? Ha! I think you're the one who's being kinky. If you're the one who takes it that way.
Mom, it's me, Baton, your son. You recognize me now, don't you? Mom, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, but I have some bad news. I examined your mother last time we were here, and it appears that due to her prolonged fever, she's lost her eyesight.
What?
Your appearance no longer has any bearing on her ability to recognize you. But there's always other ways to remind our loved ones who you are, wouldn't you say?
No. No, it can't be. Please, Mom, open your eyes. It's me, your son, Baton. If you really can't see my face, then... Here, take my hand. Just tell me you feel your son's hand. I've done so much to get to this point. Please, you have to recognize me. No. No, no. No.
of his palm must have changed. I'm sorry. It seems I couldn't bring him back to you after all. Oh, it's you. Thank you. Oh, of course.
Mom, why will you answer her and not me? Why? Why?
No more questions, Baton. She's gone.
Mom? Mom?
I'm sorry to say this, Baton, but you and I are not the same. Baton is eventually taken away by members of the Marshall City Phantom, and the day passes in a flash. I'm not crying, you're crying, shut up! I mean, I was kind of expecting Sigewinne to have a sad backstory, which she briefly mentioned right at the beginning of the character quest with the animation. But other than that, the rest of the character quest was just building up to that, wasn't it? Why is the game making me feel bad for the villain? He's evil! He's evil! Why do they gotta make me feel bad for the bad guy? Wait, is that why he's called the bad guy? You're supposed to feel bad for him? Oh, I get it now. Is Furina apart? That's a solid team? What? What do you mean Furina apart? Obviously, Sigewinne is supposed to be paired with a Furina. Unless Yomini is a full Chibi team, in which case I can do that too. I've got Spread here with Nate and Yao Yao for Dendron Elemental Resonance, and Dory for aggravating. And then Dion is also here for shooting, I guess. Or over here, we've got the tiny team, Nahid and Klee, both for dealing damage. For whichever enemies are not resistant to. I could swap out Yao Yao for Diona, if I want to. If I want to have a shield. Or if I want to have more reactions. Teamy teams. Stop and let me cry on the inside. I don't know anything about synergy, I just base my judgment on how characters look. Ah, fair enough. In that case, yeah, these are my two favorite teams. Or, I guess... if I were to judge by looks, and now that I've finally just now pulled Sigewinne and Chi-Chi today, even though I haven't leveled up Chi-Chi, I guess my new favorite team would be Sigewinne first, then Nahida, Yao Yao, and then Chi-Chi. There we go. Now this is the solid team. we've got a Hydro and Cryo for freezing. We've got Bloom. Yeah, totally for sure. Now this is the tiny team. Miss, life over meta. I've been playing through most of the game using exclusively chibi characters. So I have Nahida, Klee, Iona, Dory, and Yao Yao all at level 90. And their weapons all at level 90. Most of their artifacts are good to go. And their talents are all at 999. Except for Yao Yao at 8. And then Nahida is 10, 10, 10. The only reason I have Farine on the team right now is because Sigewinne, the new one that just now released, was made specifically to be paired with Farina. Especially because of the way her healing works from her skill, and the way her passive works from this one right here, I think. Yeah, near my off-field party members, other than Sigewinne, do more damage with their elemental skills. This is super overpowered for Farina. That's the only reason I have Farina on the team. There is the kind of know nothing about games mechanics even after years of playing. Yeah, pretty much. I first started playing Genshin Impact when the game first released. And then I took a long break and then I came back to it about a year ago. But I don't build all my strongest characters like Hotao or Mona or Jean or Bennett. Bennett is overpowered. Chinchu is overpowered. But I don't care because I don't like those characters. I play as chibi characters exclusively. I like Goro with the Geo 5-star character. Like Goro with Chiori? Yeah, I think Chiori... I don't know how very much. Chiori was specifically made to pair really well with other Geo characters that have summons or objects that they place down. I think Goro places down a banner, and then people like Zhongli places down a pillar. Ito, I think he summons a little bull. I think that counts as a Geo construct as well. Ningguang also places down a little Geo shield barrier. I think that counts as well. So Chiori pairs with all of those characters. Pretty much like that, yeah. If Chiori was made to be paired with Geo characters, then Sigewinne was made specifically to be paired with Farina. Especially because Farina drains a lot of HP from her team and benefits from her teammate's HP going up and down a lot. And Sigewinne heals her entire team's HP. So, as Farina's draining it, Sigewinne is healing it at the same time, making it go up and down, which makes both Farina and Sigewinne very, very powerful together. There's this mod where Zhongli's pillars replace a Chi-Chi that was on top of Klee, which herself was on top of Diana. Of course. Normal Zhongli pillar things. Especially the main reason why I have Farina on my team right now is because I really want to play with Sigewinne as much as possible. I want to get the most out of her that I can. And I'm also playing through her character story quest right now. I think it's almost over. I think we're right at the end of her story quest. And then after that, I might switch out Farina. I might just go to this team to go through other character story quests. Just because these are all my favorite characters. The problem is, there is no team synergy here. This is... they do not work well together. Cryo and Dendro have no reactions. Chi-Chi is one of the weakest characters in the entire game. And 3 of these are healers. Chi-Chi, Yao Yao, and Sigewinne are all healers. Nahida just has reactions. So at this point, the only amount of damage this team can possibly do is Nahida doing bloom reactions with Sigewinne. And Sigewinne barely applies the Hydro to enemies, so that's not a lot of bloom reactions. This is one of the worst teams in the entire game. Oh no. Why do all of my favorite characters have to not work together at all? Nahida basically relies on Dori in order to do electro reactions. Like this alone will be significantly better. Because then Nahida can do blooms with Sigewinne. And then Dori can hyper bloom the blooms. And once that's triggered, the enemy is also activated. So then I can switch back to Nahida again and she can do spread reactions. But I don't want Dori, I want Yo-Yo! Molly Squad best team. The team is extremely effective on you though. I mean, it's effective on enjoyment. It is not effective on the Spiral Abyss though. I've still never cleared the Spiral Abyss. Cause I only use GB characters. And they are not good enough. If you really want to get the most out of GB characters, you basically need to pair them with specific other characters. Like if you want Sigewinne to work, you need to pair her with Farina. If you want Nahida to work, you need to pair her with Yaimiko or Raiden Shogun. And I don't have either of those. I guess Cookie Shinobu could work with Naida, but not as much as Aimiko or Raiden Shogun. Dori does not work with anybody at all. Diona also does not work with anybody at all. Yo-Yo! I'm not sure her Yo-Yo works well with... I guess the best chibi combination you can get would be Nahida, Dori, and Yo-Yo. Mostly just because that's the Hyper Bloom team. Or, I mean, Nahida, Sigewinne, Dori, and Yo-Yo. Just so you can do Hyper Bloom reactions. But even then, Klee is also decent at dealing damage by herself. Burning reaction is not good, but if you need daily pyro damage, she's got you covered. Would you let Nahida step on you? No. Because that would be extremely painful. If Nahida were to step on me, it would hurt. A lot. Because her attacks are stepping. Farina's the honorary line, I'll let her slide? Yeah. Farina is just the she's just Sigewinne's older sister. She's babysitting Sigewinne. She has to be here. Who else could count as an honorary lobby? Technically, I've had to allow Noelle on the team every now and then. Even if I want to play the game chibi only, because there are no Geo chibi characters in the game. They don't exist yet. And I also don't have Sayu yet, so whenever I needed an animal character, I had to resort to either Traveler or Sucrose. So, they're also honorary lollies. They're trying their best. They're here by necessity. I was also using Hotel for a while, but that was before I got Klee. Ever since I got Klee, I've not touched Hotel. Okay. Now back to the character quiz. Where was I? The wait is over, everyone. The sale of our new skincare product from Maritime Medicines will now begin. Another skincare promotion. And it's selling as fast as last time. Wonder what people think if they knew what was in that last batch. Noelle, I remember really enjoying her when I used to play. And this 5-star up in the matches circuit. It was a real pleasure. For cooldown apart. Yeah, Noelle is especially really good in the early game. Before you get to higher levels. Noelle is one of the best characters. That's probably why they give you on your 20th pull on the novice banner. You basically need her in order to play through the game. If you're not pulling for any 5-star Geo characters. I'm still waiting for them to add a Geo Lolly character though. Oh, Sigewinne's here too! Hey, Sigewinne! Oh, Yorichi, Paimon! Hello! I hope you two got a good rest session. And you have totally hard to work. Of course! Nurse's orders, right? Anyway, are you here to take notes for your next article? Actually, I'm mostly here to help Officer Morgan wrap up yesterday's case. Oh, that reminds Paimon. That stuff sold like crazy, didn't it? Is it gonna cause huge problems? No, there's nothing to worry about. All this modified Butterfly Dew is an excellent skincare product that's completely safe to use. Besides, officers have already retrieved all Butterfly Dew purchased on the market. Now it's just a matter of disposal. After consulting Monsieur Nulet, I came on my way to neutralize any harmful effects, so it'll evaporate naturally without polluting the water or soil. Wow, it's Sigewinne to the rescue again! Thank you for serving as our consultant, head nurse. All the Butterfly Dew we recovered has been disposed of according to your instructions. No, I don't know about the fact that our random streamer does a better job of always acting Paimon than her official English speaking. I try my best. I am also losing my voice a little bit right now. Because, the stream time right now says 2.5 hours, but I was actually streaming earlier today before a thunderstorm came in. So it's actually been, I think, 7.5 hours? So I'm definitely losing my voice by now. I could probably do slightly better, Paimon. Great! Good job, everyone! Also, you mentioned you wanted a copy of Rawat's interrogation records? Well, technically Paton's records. Anyway, I have them with me. Here. After he saw his mother for the last time, it was like all his mental defenses came crashing down. He put up no resistance during the interrogation, and answered all our questions. We learned a lot. Apparently, the formula was something he discovered by chance while helping the criminal gang produce synth. Later, he came up with the idea to dilute it and use the resulting substance as a skincare product. Their supplier was Vacher, but you could also argue that they were the ones doing him a favor. His operation helped Vacher's gang dispose of an enormous amount of evidence. 7 hours, the heck? Was it an event or just a regular stream? The event is SIGEWINNE released. That's all. I pulled for SIGEWINNE at the start of the stream. I got SIGEWINNE, I got her weapon, I got Chi-Chi! You have no idea how happy I'm that I got both SIGEWINNE and Chi-Chi. The Chi-Chi was the first reason why I started playing Genshin Impact in the first place, but I never got her. I never got to play as her. I just like her design and voice. And now I finally got her. So I'm very excited. So then I spent a bit of time building a SIGEWINNE, and then after that I've just been playing through SIGEWINNE's character story quest. I think SIGEWINNE is my new favorite character in Genshin. The only time I'm allowed to unlock Chi-Chi is when she's no longer my #1 favorite character. That's what Hoyoverse decided. That explains why your Chi-Chi's level 40. Yeah, I just now got her, but I dumped as many materials into her level as I could. But now I need to farm the cryo flower. But the problem is I don't have any resin. I'm already spending my resin to level up SIGEWINNE. I can't build SIGEWINNE and Chi-Chi at the same time. Oh. It's very sad. I already read this. It made for a seamless collaboration. One man's trash was another man's treasure, and there was no loose ends. It's no wonder we never noticed what Paton's king was up to. Vacher again, huh? Is there still no end to the harm he caused? Make no mistake, the crimes of Vacher and his accomplices will come to an end. It's only a matter of time. You have the physical 5-star sword for Stand Emitter? I have a 5-star sword? I don't know which one it is. I forgot what it's called. I don't think it's called Favonius. Favonius is the 4-star, isn't it? I have a 5-star sword. I'm not sure if that's the best one for Chi-Chi, but it might be. Since the flood cut off their supply of primordial seawater, they've been forced to resort to riskier methods, like using their private reserve to attack people on the street. Naturally, those attempts all ended in failure. After receiving numerous reports, we were able to zero in on the gang and eventually round them up. That sounds more like it. Based on what he told us in his confession, we pretty much had him backed into a corner, even though he made a point of distancing himself from the gang while disguised as Rawat. He tried to throw us off his trail by reporting his accomplices, giving him enough time to transform into Paton and see his mother one last time. But there was one thing he hadn't anticipated. Even though Paton had been missing for a long time, we were very much still on the lookout for him. So the moment he reappeared in public after changing back to his original appearance, we caught him. So he tried this once before, huh? I guess he really did want his mother to see him again. But in the end... Looking at the interrogation records, it seems like he spent the first sum of money he earned as a road on his mother's treatment. Yes, which is why I suspect that his initial motive for using the potion was not personal greed, but a desire to become somebody who had the power to save her. Even so, he was too far. In the end, he got what he deserved. I understand. Thank you for bringing me these records. Why did you want them anyway? Paton was one of my patients, so I need to put together a medical flyer for him. My teacher always stressed that a person's life experiences are just as important as their file, or to their file as their medical history. Why are you still treating him like your patient? Isn't he kind of beyond redemption now? That may be true, but a patient is a patient, regardless of the choices that bring into my care. One last thing. Head nurse, please keep everything you know about this potion a secret. I mean for the best if most of Fontaine knows nothing of its existence. I know my fellow officers, and I'll be able to sleep easier if that's the case. Of course, not to worry. Thank you for understanding. I'll take my leave then. I've been trying to hold in using the restroom and also out of water at the same time, but this cutscene is taking so much longer than I was expecting. I thought I would have been done like 5 or 10 minutes ago. Never had any problems in my life until I started watching the curse is real? Oh no. Are you able to lower the stream resolution? If you're on mobile, my stream is broadcasting at 1080p, 60 FPS. So maybe if you try turning it down to 720p, maybe that could help not overload your phone too much? Or something like that? I don't know. I don't use Twitch mobile, I'm not sure how it works. Your internet can't handle her. I think Twitch mobile can't handle me. The Twitch mobile app seems really slow most of the time. I tried? Oh. I don't know what else could fix it. Or what else could help. So, Stingray, did you really use that potion yourself? Why are you sound so surprised, Paimon? I told you all about it. It was quite a while ago now. You mean that story about the witch and the potion? So it was really, actually, genuinely a true story? Yes, it really actually genuinely was. But I really made internet works fine on my end, but Twitch mobile truly is strange and surprisingly, yeah, me too. The only reason I have the Twitch app installed is just in case my internet cuts out or the stream cuts out or something, my power cuts out. I can try using my phone to log in on my alt account and post in chat saying, hey, internet is out, and seeing if it can come back. Or, hey, power went out, or I gotta go, emergency stream is over, something like that. I don't actually do anything else on the app. The process of making that potion. I know, there are some secrets I can't tell anyone about, but considering everything we've been through together, I know I can trust you with them. Before I tell you though, could you follow me somewhere? I want to pay my respects to an old friend. Well, of course! Okay, there's still more quests. I thought it would have been over at the end of this cutscene, but there's still more. I need to use the restroom. I'm gonna be right back. Hold on. I returned! Hello. I'm gonna get comfy in my blanket again. Or else I will be cold. T for 2. Team Fortress 2. Wait a second. Dylan will use your phone for face tracking with the 3D model. Problem is, I have a really old phone. It doesn't have a good enough camera for that. I have a really old phone that only has 2 cameras. I'm pretty sure... Actually, doesn't face tracking usually only work for, like, iPhones? I don't have an iPhone, I have an Android. That also would not work. Oof. Today is a sad day. No good face tracking for Vtuber model. Not only would I have to buy a ridiculously expensive Vtuber model, but I would also have to buy a ridiculously expensive new phone. That sounds like a pain in the butt. Nice BRB screen. All I did was open the character menu and talk on the BRB at the bottom. With a little bird. There's a little bird. Little birdie friend right there. It works for both? Wait, it does work on Android? I thought that was just an iPhone thing. Or maybe I'm just thinking of HoloLive. You know HoloLive's program that they use only works on Apple iPhones. No, face tracking can work with the regular cameras, it's just the iPhone camera is on another level. But 3D models from individuals are pretty easy to make their stuff for that. I don't really like 3D models though. I mean, unless it's in the art style of Genshin Impact. But I've never seen a VTuber model that looks... I've never seen a 3D VTuber model that looks like Genshin Impact's art style. I might have seen 1 or 2. I don't remember who they were though. They're probably ridiculously expensive ones. That's my motto. HoloLive, the VTuber agency. You know, like, I assume you've heard of Galgura, the little shark girl VTuber. She's from HoloLive. Or at least the English part of HoloLive. Most of HoloLive is Japanese. But they've been branching out to English for the past couple of years. Oh hey, we have friends. Oh, no Lenry Tesli! They're here too! Even anime studios screw over 3D models? Yeah. There's very few really good 3D anime. Like, Black Rock Shooter did it pretty well. There's that... I've seen a few snippets of that one anime where, like, all the girls are made out of crystals? I forget what the anime was called though, I've never seen it. Or one of the most recent ones that I also forgot the name of, but I can't watch it because it's not on Crunchyroll. It's a band girl anime. I forgot what it was called. Girls Band Cry? I think it was Girls Band Cry. Heckin' long girl. Of course you do. And we know Rusha? Oh, Rusha used to be part of HoloLive, but not anymore. She retired. Like Beastars? Are we stars? I think I've heard the title Beastars before, but I have no idea what it looks like. I don't think I've ever seen anything about it. She literally represents the darkest path every time we can take. It's fascinating. Well, that's just all the drama that happened afterwards. But I don't want to talk about that. No drama. If anybody knew about Rusha, then they knew that she was a VTuber model life. That's all. That's all there is to know about her. Nothing else. Land of the Illustrious. Oh yeah, I think that's the one of the 3D crystal girls. That animation seemed decent. And the race is generally mentally ill. Oh, Also, I'm about to scare you with Nouvellette and Real Thessley speaking. I'm warning you now. But prepare for English voice, Nouvellette and Real Thessley.
Good to see you, Yurichi. Paimon. I trust all has been going well for you? Big news, everyone. The Odex is out of his office on important business. Is that genuinely something people will consider big news? Why wouldn't they? Important business is a big deal. Ah, yes, you're quite right. When someone you care about requires emotional support, being there for them at the right time and place is of the utmost importance. After reading the Marshal Say Phantom's report, I have a feeling a trip here might be in order. Take note. That, my friends, is how Monsieur Nouvellette shows that he cares. We're both here for the same purpose, actually. To accompany Sigewinne as she pays respects to her late teacher.
So the old friend she mentioned was her teacher then? The witch? Sorry, Paimon didn't mean to be rude. It's only cause Sigewinne calls her that all the time, so...
I doubt she considers that title be offensive, Paimon. Don't worry. Indeed. In fact, I believe Sigewinne would take it as a sign of affection. She has spoken of this doctor on many occasions, and it sounds like she was a truly generous individual.
The only drama here is how is she this good?
In those days, many people harbored prejudices against Melusines. She was the only teacher willing to take Sigewinne on as a student.
Oh, it's really nice of you to be here with Sigewinne. I guess you guys really look out for your younger colleagues, huh?
Younger colleague? That might be true for the Udex, but I'm not sure I can say the same. Sigewinne served a sentence in the Fort Samaropide hundreds of years ago, and after she did her time, she decided to stick around. She's been an integral part of our administration ever since. Strictly speaking, the head nurse has been around longer than most people in the fortress, myself included. I'm pretty sure that makes me the younger colleague.
She served a sentence? She committed a crime?
Yes. Long before I became Udex, there was an ancient law in Fontaine that prohibited any attempt to transform another species into a human. Initially, I and most researchers believed this law to have been imposed due to ethical concerns. But now it seems more likely that the law was nothing more than an insurance policy, a way for Agaria to ensure that her people would remain insulated from the truth, thus enabling them to lead more straightforward, happier lives.
She's gone? Yeah, I'm not... every now and then I like to hide myself from the screen so I can immerse in the cutscene. Especially in the most important parts of the story. Or just the coolest looking animations. In this case, this seems like an important part of the story.
Ignorance is bliss, as they say. Sigewinne had her reasons for choosing to obtain a human form, but the act was nonetheless in clear violation of the law.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened back then?
Certainly. Sigewinne does not object to her close friends learning about her history. In fact, I first learned of it myself because she confessed the truth to me of her own volition.
Even with... old lady voices are not easy to do. Even with their daughter so ill, they kicked you out? Stubborn as always. And prejudice isn't a disease I can cure either. Shame I don't have the energy to get over there. You're laughable, you old witch. You want to save everyone in Fontaine, but you can't even save the patient before you. Master, what are you? I discovered a strange disease. One I suspect that every Fontainian suffers from. But without witness or proof, no one will believe me. I had no choice but to experiment on myself to find a cure. But I hit a wall. And as you can see, it took a wretched toll on me. Then I'll find a cure for you. And then you can go cure her. There's no need. I'm beyond saving now. There's nothing you can do. But Master... As I said before, a doctor's duty is to treat whatever ailments they can. I know, but they don't trust me at all. That girl, she's your first ever patient, isn't she? Tell me, what cost are you willing to bear to see her cured? I'll do whatever it takes. Even if it means breaking the law and being punished for it. As long as I don't hurt anyone, yeah. Spoken like a true student of mine. And I shall make one more final gamble, then see my experiment through to its end. Leave me for now, and come back in 2 hours. If I'm able to work this miracle, then I will have found a way to save all Fontanians. And I shall be able to help you treat that girl. If not, then it means that there is one more disease in this world that I cannot treat. In that case, do not come looking for me. I'll leave you a parting gift. An accidental discovery happened upon through my study of this strange disease. It has little use, but it will at least help you cure this one patient you can reach. When you so glad that she's an honorary lolly? Excuse me, what? But how though? I don't know if that's how that works.
When Sigewinne returned, the miracle had not occurred. She found a potion bottle and a note on the table. After using the potion as instructed, she gained her current form, breaking Fontaine's law in the process. And after I'd confirmed the veracity of the events, I gave my verdict.
So that's what happened. Your teacher sacrificed herself and left that potion behind.
I fear Sigewinne only understood the full story after the truth about the dissolution of the Fontaines was uncovered. When I reflected on all this with that knowledge in hand, I felt a deep sense of regret. As I use the law to uphold justice, there are times when I cannot help but acknowledge its ruthlessness. After the final details of the events surrounding Sigewinne's transformation came to light, I checked several sources and, thankfully, the legal code does not require Sigewinne to shoulder any additional punishment.
I wonder how she feels about all this.
Since she invited you here, I imagine she intends to speak of these matters with you, no?
Does she? Maybe. It's hard to tell. One more final gamble? Ah! I don't get it. I don't get the reference. One more final gamble. Adventuring reference? is that what it is? Then bring him the quits before hitting it big. Yeah, that's why I had to dump all of my primo gems on Sigewinne. And Sigewinne's signature weapon. And then on Sigewinne again, and then I finally got Gigi for like the first time ever. And then I also dumped the rest just to get her constellation. I found the solution. The only way to get what I want and stop getting down 180 pulls at hard pity is to just dump all of my primo gems on it. That's why they have yet to understand the king must be next. I mean, dedication. That's what that is. It's a gambling dream. Or keep gambling even if you lose everything. Oh, it's not an addiction. It's a lifestyle. I can quit whenever I want. I just don't want to.
On behalf of the Marshal Phantom, I would like to once again thank the Fortress of Morobide for your assistance in the response to yesterday's prison break. Our head nurse and Yorichi and Paimon did most of the heavy lifting, I would say. Sigewinne seems to be in good spirits. I trust work hasn't been too hard on her lately? Well, she might be the only permanent medical staff in the fortress, but There's plenty of people with medical knowledge willing to help her out. I am most relieved to hear it. The way you're asking after her well-being makes you sound like a concerned parent. Well, I won't lie. I have always seen myself that way. Showing your age a bit there, don't you think? Indeed. Actually, I often forget just how much older I am than you. Well, while we're on the topic, what did you do before getting this job anyway? Spending all day swimming in the sea from east to west and south to north? Yes, and from the surface to the ocean floor on occasion. Wow, impressive. Apologies, that was merely an attempt at humor. You can disregard what I said. That's impossible, I'm afraid. My imagination's already running wild.
Real Thessaly Nuvalet bonding. Two dads getting along. Only pity here is my pity for Verena. Aww. Why don't she marry the traveler? Never. Actually, never. I think I already told you before, but like during the entirety of the Archon quest, Verena and the Traveler have never actually gotten along. Like, I mean, they work together, I guess. They're not exactly enemies, but they literally had 2 core trials where they were arguing against each other. They're not exactly best friends. They're not exactly hitting on each other. Unlike Firefly and Trailblazer. Singing, you're here! The old friend I mentioned was my teacher. When she passed, her body was nowhere to be found. All that's left of her is an empty tomb. And even that's deep in no water now. Sigewinne, and the witch who gave you the magic potion. She was your teacher, wasn't she? Sounds like Monster Nuvalet filled you in. Freena's in great dynamic with Traveler, if I remember correctly. Freena's dynamic with the Traveler is basically the same as her dynamic with everybody else. She's the same with everybody, I think. At least as far as I could tell. I don't know, there was a whole lot of lies and deception happening. Also, there's something stuck in my eye and I can't get it out. Why is this happening? Ah, I think I got it. Never mind, it's not. Ah! My eye! In pain. Pain and suffering. Okay, now I think I got it. I say, totally not jinxing it. After learning the truth, it must have been hard to process, huh? Well, to be honest, after I realized what really happened that night, my first thought was that it kind of made sense. It seemed exactly like the sort of thing she would do. But she was planning to sacrifice herself and never told you. That's just who she was. If like us what it took to get a kid to take the medicine, then that's what she'd do. Truly great doctor. Alright, but well, why did you turn yourself in? I broke the law, simple as that. My teacher made her choice, and I made mine. True, it's just the way Patan framed it when he was asking you all those questions, it made Paimon really mad. You're not like him at all, and everything Nuvalet said confirms that. Water. I've been streaming for 8 hours now. Why is this quest still not over? And yet you were still convinced and thrown in prison, or convicted and thrown in prison. It just feels so unfair. Unfair? I happen to think just the opposite. If I hadn't served that time, I'm not sure I would have been able to stay strong when he was questioning me. What makes you say that? I knew you'd be curious. Let me tell you a story.
最高審判官は法の威厳を守ったけど、メルジーヌの薬カバンを取り上げることはなかった。その日からメロピデ要塞には小さな医者が一人増えたの。彼女は相変わらずフードをかぶりローブを着ていた。そこでは雨が降らないのに、人間の姿のおかげか誰も彼女の診察を拒まなかった。患者が増えるにつれ彼女の刑期も短くなっていった。メロピデ要塞の人々は彼女から離れなくなり、刑期が終わった彼女もそこにとどまり続けた。そんなある日、彼女宛てに外から手紙が届いたの。見覚えのある場所に着くと、一人の老婦人がベルジーヌを迎えてくれた。彼女は一目でその偽装を見抜いたけど、それを言葉にせず質問した。
メルジーヌなのにこんなにたくさんの人から尊敬されてるのはどうしてだと思う？
きっと人間の顔をしてるから。
シグウィ、もう50年以上経ってるのにあなたは年を取ってない。とっくに人間じゃないって気づかれてるはずよ。こんなに何年も経ってようやく見つけた。あの夜あなたが助けてくれたことをずっと覚えてるわ。
どうしてうちだって分かったの？もうメルジーヌじゃなくなってるのに。
人間かメルジーヌか、それはそんなに重要かしら。覚えてるのは手のひらのぬくもり。これが何よりの目印なの。あなたのこのぬくもりはやっぱり変わってない。シグウィ、もう隠さなくていいの。今はみんなメルジーヌと友達になりたいと思ってる。あなたみたいなメルジーヌがいてくれたおかげかもしれないわね。遅くなってごめんなさい。でもずっと伝えたかったの。ありがとう、メルジーヌ先生。
これこそオイラが望んでた結末だぜ。
I'm not crying, you're crying. Shut up. I don't even know what to say about that. I was not ready for SIGEWINN'S character quest to be this good. I was not ready for these animations. Sorry if I'm about to say, but I have to use this high-level spell. If you stop streaming, you're gay? Oh, okay. Let me just, Am I gay now? I'm pretty sure I was already gay. My name is literally Yuri. I'm already gay, it's too late. Jokes apart, those illustrations are top tier. I love this game. I love these stories. I love these characters. I love this art. This is awesome. Now that's an ending Paimon can get behind. After hearing everything Paton said, I wanted to tell him that it didn't matter who he looked like on the outside. But it was too late. The warmth in his palm had already disappeared. I tried to treat him, but the roots of his problem had nothing to do with his face. It does feel like wasted potential. I understand. Thanks to you two. Thanks to you two. I appreciate you being here for a while. For me while I talk this through. Oh, it's nothing. Our pleasure. Oh, but there's one more reason I'm invited here. It's about time I finally give you what I promised. In order to restore the appearance of the face-swapping victims, the Marshall State Fandom gave me a special permission to make a few bottles of the potion. And I made one extra just for you two. Huh? Oh, we don't need it though. Shouldn't we destroy it? Well, even if you chose to destroy it, I still thought I should give it to you first. You did so much for me. How can I make my promise? Well, fair enough. But anyway, Paimon's definitely not interested in this stuff anymore. Still, if this is the very last battle in all of Teyvat, getting rid of it would feel like kind of a waste. Maybe we can give it a special meaning somehow. Oh, Paimon's got it! Melting physiology wasn't affected by the Great Flood, right? So that means the potion should have a permanent effect on you. In that case, what are you saying, Singun? Ever thought about transforming back to the way you used to look? After all, from a Meluzine's point of view, Paimon makes Meluzines look the cutest of all. Paimon, I thought we'd been over this. It doesn't matter how she looks. She doesn't have a reason to go back to looking like a Meluzine. Paimon, after everything, do you really think it matters whether Meluzine or a human? Oh well... what was Paimon thinking? You made up your mind a long time ago. Yeah, let's just destroy this thing. Leave it to me. But we're upstairs. Hooray! We did it! Mission accomplished! Sigewinne is officially my new #1 favorite character. Ever since the game first released, it was always Chi-Chi, and I was never even allowed to play there. But even now that I finally have Chi-Chi unlocked, Sigewinne has already surpassed her. It's too late. There's no going back. It's too late. She is the #1 cutest character in all of Genshin Impact. I need photo. There. 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 Ta-da! Saved. There we go. Also saved. Also saved. 10 out of 10! Sigewinne is the #1 cutest character in all of Genshin. Oh, Magma? Are you trying to say hello, I'm back? I can't tell. Bubbles! The bubbles are popping. The bubbles are popping. More bubbles. More bubbles. We don't have enough bubbles. We need more. Give me more. More popping. Go. Can I take a picture with the bubbles? Does this work? Oh. Picture. No, they're going away. I can't get the camera into position fast enough for the bubbles. Oh well. I tried. Barely back? Oh no. The internet is imploding. Any closing words, Sigewinne? I'd like to stay here with my teacher for a little longer. Okie dokie. Bye bye! I mean, you're still coming with me. But bye bye! I don't... Yeah, Nubula and Real Tesla already left. But... Well, now now we're done. Oh no. Now we're done. Well, I guess I probably have to end the stream now. I've been streaming for over... 8 hours? Yeah, over 8 hours now. So... I still have commissions, but I've already done my dailies on the encounter points. I guess tomorrow. I mean, obviously I still need to build the Sigewinne, but I've already spent all my fragile resin. There's nothing left. So I'll just have to slowly build up Sigewinne over time. So I also need a signature mode. Oh, the sword, I forgot. On GG. Right now I have it on prototype Rancor because I already have that one at level 90. I also have Favonius at level 90, but that's on Farina right now. And I have Aquila of Favonia. Is this the one that's good on GG? I think it is. I've heard that it is, I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm misremembering the name. I don't remember what it's called. 8 hours, that's the least I expect from a Vtuber. The bare minimum. Problem is that Aquila of Favonia is only at level 20. And again, I can't really level it up right now because I need to dump all of my resin on Sigewinne. Sigewinne's signature weapon is only at level 20. I need more of these. And then I also need better artifacts for her. She's currently borrowing Diona's. And I also need to get her talents up the rest of the way. Wait, oh, I got a couple more. These are probably these are probably quest rewards. I can level it up a little bit more. There we go. Progress. The level 25 still weapon is the best weapon for GG as main DPS if I remember correctly. Don't take my word for it though, I haven't played it in over here. Prototype Rancor works good enough, especially with the physical damage bonus. On hit normal charge attacks, increases attack by 5% up to 4 stacks, so that's 20%. So if GG stays on field and keeps attacking, then this is 34% physical damage bonus, 565 base attack, and plus 20% more damage, or more attack. And her skills also scale on attack, don't they? Yeah, she scales on attack, not HP. So this attack buff also works for her healing. And then Aquila of Avonia. I don't have a load up, so the base attack is... The base attack and physical damage bonus will be a little bit higher. Right now it's only 15%. And auto 33, that's way lower. Attack is increased by 20%, same amount. Triggers on taking damage. The soul of the Falcon on the list awakens, holding the banner of resistance aloft, generating HP equal to 100% of attack and dealing 200% of attack as damage to running opponents. This effect can only occur once every 15 seconds. Okay, so I assume once it's at level 90, it'll have a higher base attack and physical damage bonus. And it has the same 20% attack increase, but the trigger is I need to take damage instead of just landing attacks. But she has a healer, she can heal herself fine, so taking damage will be fine as well. And then it also heals itself. I assume the regenerating HP equal to 100% of attack probably counts towards Ocean Hued Clam, if you have the Ocean Hued Clam artifact set equipped, since that's healing. And it also deals a big burst of damage every 15 seconds. A big explosion, similar to Debate Club. So, Prototype Rancor is better for now. But at some point in the future, I want to level up Aquila. The last trial has physical bonus though? Yeah. But more base attack. I would assume that's higher of both, but I'm not sure. Fair enough, then yeah, Sigewinne is the focus? Yeah. Chinchi will come later. Sigewinne is not only cuter, but also objectively stronger, especially since I have Farina. Sigewinne and Farina together are like the first ever 6-star character in Genshin Impact. Or I guess Nahida and Yaimiko also counts as a 6-star duo or something. I don't know about Aquila reacts with Clam set. Might be worth taking a look at the interaction though. I'd assume it does. I mean, it might not, I guess. Who knows? Hit me! Hit me hard! Why does Chi-Chi want people to hit her? No! I truly hope you'll one day download the swimsuit mods for... No! I will not. I refuse. I don't even like swimsuits. Most of the time. Most of the time swimsuits are just... reveal more skin, show more skin, less clothing, less fabric, more skin. No! There is no appeal behind that. Look at SIGEWINN'S character design. Can you see any skin on her other than her face, neck, and these tiny, tiny little slits between her gloves and sleeves? No! Nothing! Nowhere! At all! More clothing means more cute. Meanwhile, Nahida's here like... Where are your shoes? Why do your sleeves not connect to your shoulders? Your legs are freezing cold. What are you doing, Nahida? A lot of the lolly's legs are freezing except for Dory, but even then Dory's torso and shoulders are very exposed. Gotta show more skin. Why? That's also one of the things I liked about Chi-Chi, is that she's actually mostly covered up. And now Sequin is my favorite. More clothes, more cute, more fluffy frills and ribbons and stuff. I don't want those swimsuits. Show more skin, yes, on me. That Dory is actually an old person in a lolly body. Film a stream about her. She's still a lolly. You don't have to be like 5 years old in order to be a lolly. Have you ever heard of Kana? From my Scalbiachi's Dragon Maid? Have you ever seen Pyrrha from Legend of Zelda Breath in the Wild? No, wait, was it Pyrrha? Yeah, it was Pyrrha. I'm pretty sure it was Pyrrha. I'm really bad at remembering names. I don't know, it's just a personality. She is still very much a lolly to me. Even her personality. She's like the brat. The brat of the lollies. Still would though? Yeah, I would main Dory. Like, she was my main for the longest time. Before I finally got Nahida and Glee, my three mains were Hurtao, because damage, 5-star character, I have to. Diona and Dory. Diona and Dory were the first two lollies I got. So I tried building Dory to be a DPS character. And I think she still kind of is a little bit like a DPS. That's why her max HP is only 25,000. Diona's also only 25,000. They should be at like 40 or 50,000 at least, if I were to build them as healers. What attack? What damage? Elemental mastery! I had to give Dory at least a little bit of elemental mastery, so that she could pair with Nahida and do spread and aggravate reactions. That's really important for those to deal damage. Nutao has a really great style. It's just like, you wouldn't tell that character, even if she's not an actual lolly, and still a character. Yeah, she was one of my favorite characters for the longest time. One of the main reasons why she is not my favorite character anymore is because she never shuts up! Please! I'm so tired of hearing that idle animation. I'm so tired. I used to tell for too long. No more Hirucharu no nee-san ga byoki ni natta. Hirucharu no nee-san ga kyoumi o shite. Fair enough, she is a silly girl. She's a little bit too silly for me. Then again, I'll somehow never get tired of Dory. Most people say they hate Dory's voice, but I think she's funny. Funny, silly, hilarious voice. It's comedic. It's humorous. Her voice is not annoying. Hotel is annoying because he just never shuts up. Okay, this time she decided to shut up. But Dory is funny though. Okay. Now my throat is starting to hurt from talking for 8.5 hours straight. Or maybe not straight, I took a break for a couple hours, but I'm also getting hungry. So I think this is the end of the stream for today. Double Sanguine. Oh, but jump scare. Okie dokie. Someone to Zhongli is...
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
The other characters truly love yapping. I think the developers didn't realize that maybe the idle lines would be playing a lot, like all the time, over and over. You can tell they especially learn with Nahida, since she's an Archon, so a lot of people would be using her, and she's very useful. So they actually made all of her idols very quiet, so she doesn't get annoying. I think they mostly do that with Frino, but not really. The best idol they give Frino is her just sitting down, but even then, her laughing voice has gotten really repetitive after a while. Yeah, she doesn't say anything during that whole thing, it's just sound effects. But when she starts playing with her little octopus spitting out bubbles, that pet laughing sound I've heard so many times. Although she's not doing it now, so no example. You know what I mean. There it is. I've heard that voice line so many times. Even though it's not really a voice line, it's just voices, noise. Hey now? Okay, good. Alright. Hello, Shingui. How art thou? Yo. Okay. Now, I think that's the end of the stream for today. I've been streaming for technically 8.5 hours. Less yapping, more moans? No! I don't need more moans! I just want more like sitting animations like Nahida's, where she's sitting on that swing. Or the one that Singri does, where she pats her cheeks and does the little bubbles down. That was also cute. Alright, now I'm gonna end this stream. I keep getting sidetracked and distracted. I don't want to end stream, but also my throat is starting to hurt. I can't talk for anymore. I definitely can't do any more story quests yet. So, I'll most likely stream again tomorrow. I'll most likely be streaming for the entire week, except for next Wednesday on the 3rd, because Zenless Film 0 releases on the 4th. So I'm gonna try and give my voice a rest the day before Zenless releases, and then I could probably play Zenless for like 8 hours, or maybe a little bit longer when it releases. I have a tendency to do that whenever a new game or update releases. As you could tell by SIGEWINNE'S releasing. I could not sleep last night because I was constantly thinking about, oh my god, SIGEWINNE released on the 25th. I thought it'd be on the 26th. I thought I had more time. Oh no, now I want to play as her. I'm missing out. Everybody else is playing with SIGEWINNE, but I wasn't planning on streaming on the 25th. Oh. So I had to wait. I waited until today to play SIGEWINNE. And I got my 8.5 hours full. So then tomorrow, I'll most likely stream Genshin Impact again, and I'll play through the Bedtime Story Archon quest. I've been trying to hold off on that one because I wanted to play through it with SIGEWINNE, since I knew it should be coming out in about a month after. I've also been saving all of the Fontaine World quests, and the rest of the character story quests that I haven't done, including most of the Fontaine characters. But I've already done New Valette. And I think one more? Yeah, Arlecchino. I already did New Valette and Arlecchino. But other than that, I've been trying to save the other Fontaine characters for when I have SIGEWINNE. And now I have her, so at least Genshin 9 to be I'm not addicted to Genshin. I can quit whenever I want. I play other games. I play Honkai Star Rail. I play Limbus Company, Blue Archive, Wuthering Waves, Project Sakai. I play a lot of different games. I'm just really excited for Genshin Impact this week because SIGEWINNE is finally out. I've been waiting so long for this. So tomorrow we'll do the Archon quest. Most likely. We'll see. Limbish Company, do you stream it? Yes, I do. Although the problem is, I just now finished pretty much everything. What was it? Like 3 or 4 days ago? I was very behind on chapter 5. I didn't finish Ishmael's dungeon until just recently because I got stuck. But now that I've gotten stronger IDs and EGO and stuff, I finally finished Ishmael's dungeon. I finished Miracle in District 20, Intervallo with the Use My Flesh to Claim Their Bones, and then I finished chapter 6, and just less than a week ago, I finished Time Killing Time. So I'm finally caught up. Now waiting for Murder on the Warp Express, then I'll stream that again. I usually don't stream gameplay of Limbish Company though, like Mirror Dungeons or Refraction Railway Lines. So I will stream Limbish Company, but not until Murder on the Warp Express comes out. GG Hyper Limbish stream. I also still haven't finished Library of Una or Lobotomy Corporation. I got stuck on both of those games because I'm too bad, too garbage, too skill issued. But I might go back to them at some point in the future. Just because I really love Limbish Company. And I really love Library of Una. The only thing I don't like about the game is how difficult it is. I might have to get a mod to make it easier or something. We'll see. But that's for the future. After I'm caught up on Genshin Impact, and after Zenless Zone Zero releases, and I feel like I find a good stopping point for Zenless Zone Zero. Plus, then I would have to go back to Valhalla. I still need to finish Valhalla. And then I have to go back to Blue Archive. I still haven't finished Blue Archive. They released Volume 5 since the last time I touched it. I still have a lot of games to play before I get back to Library of Una. We'll see. And you. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Or good day. Or good time. Whatever time it is. I don't know. Have a good time. Bye-bye.